And good evening to you. Welcome to high school basketball action from the 97th Annual Winchester Invitational Boys Basketball Tournament. This is the longest running invitational tournament in the state of Illinois and the longest running tournament this year due to the weather here in West Central Illinois. Good evening to you. I'm Charlie Hull. John's alongside as well. Jack will be joining us in just a little while for broadcast action from the 97th Annual Winchester Invitational Tournament on Central Illinois Sports, streaming live on YouTube and also at Mixler.com. Tonight we have a 5th and 6th place bracket semifinal as the Round Rockets and Western Wildcats go head-to-head. It will be followed by a championship bracket semifinal between Payson Seymour and the West Central Cougars. Glad you're alongside. We'll update you on the schedule for the rest of this week that was altered due to the snowstorm last week. We'll also set the stage for this game as the Rockets and Wildcats go head-to-head. That and more coming your way after this.
Are you searching for a bank that's a slam dunk? Get into the game today at Great Rivers Bank in Barry, Liberty, and Pittsfield for products with great rates and folks you will love having on your team. Find us online at greatriversbank.bank or call 217-335-2393 for all the details. Make your deposit today. It's as easy as that layup the tall kid just made. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is an international and local organization that provides support for our athletes and coaches in the area. Small groups called huddles meet regularly in our schools and communities to build strong relationships. Todd Sweatman is our area director for Western Illinois. Todd is a longtime educator and coach and also serves as the chaplain at McMurray College. Julie Ross, area rep, is working with Adams and Brown County schools to support coaches and athletes. Jack Hull, longtime radio broadcaster and sports official, is serving with Julie and Todd throughout the Western Illinois region. We need your support as boosters, first in prayer and also with your financial monthly support. You can help us strengthen the huddles in your schools. Contact us at westernilfca.org to find out more and get our contact information. Won't you join us in lifting Jesus Christ up in our schools, athletes, coaches, and communities? Go to westernilfca.org or email me at jhull@fca.org. Get involved in FCA for your youth today.
You ever wake up and think, what day is it? That's kind of where we're at here at the 97th Annual Winchester Tournament. It is Monday, and games being played today were originally scheduled to be played last Friday. And so tonight it's Western and Route, followed by Payson Seymour and West Central. Nothing tomorrow evening. Then on Wednesday, it will be Calhoun and Camp Point Central, followed by the Consolation Championship between Brown County and Carrollton. And then the late game will be the winner of that Calhoun and Camp Point Central game playing the winner of this game between Western and Route. Then on Thursday, the 3rd and 4th place game will take place at 6, and the championship game will be at 7:30. Triopia has already punched their ticket to the championship game. That was last Thursday, and they'll have some time off in between to prepare for that contest. Of course, a lot of teams already had games scheduled for Tuesday night, so tough to put games on that day. And so the guys here at Winchester have really done a fantastic job getting all these games in. They're also hosting a junior high game tomorrow and a junior high regional starting Saturday. So just a few things to fit into the gym. Also finding officials. It really is a lot more than just getting games rescheduled, John. And you're working right now with what, 2, 4, 6, 8. There's still 8 teams left in this thing.
Yeah, you got to get 7 games in.
And so you're having to really work a lot of people in and making sure schedules work, making sure people could get here because of the weather. There's a lot of factors that have gone into rescheduling this, and this is at least the 3rd straight year they've had to deal with some weather issues. Of course, last year there was some weather, forced them to play some games at Bluffs at the same time as they were playing here at Winchester, and they're trying to get everything in this week in this 97th annual edition of the Winchester Invitational Tournament. It's kind of funny. You hear people talk about it, and we've talked about it before. You can always expect to have bad weather, and some said, oh, it's like a curse. I said, no, it's more like it's January in Illinois. There's usually going to be some winter weather, and winter weather did we get this last week. And if you have chosen not to get out and about and come to the gymnasium tonight, well, we're certainly glad then that you've tuned in here on YouTube to Central Illinois Sports or to Mixler.com. Western, how did they get to this point? Well, they won on Saturday, January 5th, a little over a week ago now. They beat Rushville 57-47, and then were defeated by West Central 61-54. In the game, they fell down 11-0 to start the contest before it really became a hotly contested ball game that the Cougars ended up with the win at the end of the day. This squad from Route won their opening game 58-36 over Griggsville Perry, and then they were beaten by Payson Seymour 53-46 in another game that Payson jumped out to a big lead, and then the Route Rockets just could not come back in that contest. The winner will play in the 5th and 6th place game on Wednesday night against the winner of Calhoun and Camp Point Central. These two squads played here a year ago. The Wildcats made a last-second shot at the end of regulation and in overtime to beat Route 50-40. Route beat Western 70-53 in the 5th place bracket game in the 2017 tournament, and I do not believe, let me think about this for a second, they would not have played at the Pittsfield tournament earlier in this year as they were on opposite sides of the pool play there, and they did not play in the crossover. Coming into the contest, Western is 11-6, Route is 9-6 on the season. You're watching coverage of the 97th Annual Winchester Invitational Tournament on Central Illinois Sports. A time out here to hear from some of our great sponsors helping make today's broadcast possible. We're back with you after these.
We're here to help. CASCOM, connecting our community.
Press Yours on You is celebrating 13 years as your source for school spirit wear. They can personalize varsity jackets, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, duffel bags, flags, and more. Show your school pride with a bumper sticker or window decal from Press Yours on You. Visit their online store at www.pressyoursonu.com or visit them on Facebook. Press Yours on You, 506 West Wood on Highway 24 in Camp Point. Call 593-6031. Few things compare to Camp Point Central's fans' dedication to the Panthers. The same can be said about Channel and the farmers they serve. You see, unlike other seed companies, they don't have salesmen. With Channel, you get the advantage of a dedicated Channel seedsman, a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your fields. It's their hands-on approach that truly sets them apart. Customized service, expert advice, elite seed management products. Find your Channel seedsman at channel.com or contact local district sales manager Matt Hughes at 217-242-8852.
Your local Pekin Life Insurance agent, Pat Vandevelde and Chris Dorsey of BMP Insurance Agency of Winchester and Pittsfield, has a way to make it easy to stay ahead of rising medical costs while you are retired with a Medicare Supplement Insurance Plan. You will have access to discounts on eye exams, eyeglasses, contact lenses, LASIK correction surgery, hearing aids, hearing exams, and more at no charge. Call your local Pekin Life Insurance Company agency, Pat Vandevelde and Chris Dorsey of BMP Insurance Agency of Winchester and Pittsfield at 217-742-9595. Not connected with or endorsed by the U.S. government or the federal Medicare program. The purpose of this communication is the solicitation of insurance. Respondents will be contacted by a Pekin Life Insurance Company agent.
Western and Route matching up here. These two teams looking to move on to the 5th and 6th place game. Should be a good matchup. Two pretty evenly matched teams. Western going to be a little bit short-handed as Preston Wellman not going to be in the lineup tonight as he's battling an injury. So that really hurts the Western Wildcats. He does a bulk of the ball handling. And they'll have to have some other guys step up. And one of those guys that stepped up in a big way during the game when they played West Central, John, was Eric Kaiba, the 5'11 sophomore. Really had a nice night.
Yeah, he did. I think he had, 21, I want to say, in that game. Very nice night for him, and really played like he was kind of coming into his own and played like a player who could maybe be an all-tournament player if he could have a couple more games like that.
They'll also put Carson Dell into the starting lineup, so that shortens the bench just a little bit for Western for this Route squad. Not a team that goes extremely deep into their bench, but we saw Gus Abel-Damon come in their last contest, and he really is kind of coming into his own here. It's freshman year, about halfway through, 6'3" freshman, and he could be an impact player in this game.
You know, I think the two toughest transitions for a freshman is, number one, they're going against a lot stronger players than what they've ever played against, but number two, trying to establish what their role is. And I think Gus Abel's figuring out what his role is. It's to come in off the bench, get those offensive rebounds, get some easy putbacks, and just do some of the things that your starters may not be able to do, or on a night where your starters get into foul trouble, Gus can come in and give them some pretty critical minutes.
It's probably been a while since either of these teams have seen a gym. A lot of schools let out early last Friday, so unless you had an early practice, they probably have not been in a gymnasium outside of possibly a walkthrough right before they hopped on the bus and came this direction. So we'll see how that comes into play in this matchup here. And the second game, we'll talk more about it, but man, it should be a dandy as well. And what a game between Triopia and Porta. Seems like a long time ago now, but that was a heck of a semifinal matchup, and I think we'll see a similar style game between Payson Seymour and West Central coming up later this evening. Well, let's pause for a timeout here. When we come back, we'll set the stage for this 5th and 6th place semifinal bracket contest as the Western Wildcats and Route Rockets go head-to-head on Central Illinois Sports.
At CASCOM, we're proud to provide the communication services you need to get the most from today's technology. Our people make it happen. We're part of your community, and we take pride in delivering excellent customer service. If you ever have a question, give us a call. We're here to help. CASCOM, connecting our community.
Dear Western Grain Service is your progressive feed and grain resource for Western Illinois. They offer a full range of feed products for all species and many grain merchandising opportunities with locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Western Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com. Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233, 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Bob Ray, Jesse Shootman, and new to their staff, Triopia and Kansas State grad Emily Carls. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you. Home-cooked meals, delicious tenderloins, a complete menu for breakfast, lunch, and supper with a couple of my personal favorites, a Granny's omelet and the one they call the mess. Are you getting hungry yet? Buck and Joe's 2 in Winchester. Here's how you find Buck and Joe's 2. Drive on 106 around Winchester. Look for the parking lot full of cars and trucks. Take my advice. I know good food. When you're hungry, minutes from the Interstate 72, and home cooking with Dan Burke doing the dishes. Open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. Sunday, 5:30 to 2. Buck and Joe's in Winchester.
Back with you live on Central Illinois Sports from the Winchester Elementary School Gymnasium. The Western Wildcats and the Route Rockets matching up here in this 5th and 6th place semifinal game. Leading scorers in the tournament so far, Landon Obert of Liberty, 59 points. Of course, his squad is out of the tournament. He played 3 games. Gabe Jones of Carrollton, 51. Garrett Snow of Tropia, 48. Nathan Hendricker, Brown County, 46. Jordan Nyson of Liberty, 45. Cole Howard checks in as the first man with just 2 games in the tournament. He has 44 points, followed by Gabe Carlock of Porta AC and Keaton Brown of North Green with 42 points apiece. And then all of these gentlemen have just 2 games in. Lane Edmonton of Camp Point Central, 37. Tanner Kennedy and Cole Schwartz of Payson Seymour, 35 points apiece. So we'll see that top 10 in scoring definitely shake up before the end of this tournament goes. And nobody on there for either one of these teams. Kyle Colgrove, of course, had a big contest in the opening of the tournament. Not quite as much of a scoring output against West Central. And then Route's got a couple of guys who can really put up points in a hurry, one of them being Corey Ronan, but he struggled to score until late in the contest against Payson Seymour in their last game. They will have the national anthem here, and when they do that, we'll pause for a brief timeout, and then we'll take a look at those starting lineups and have the play-by-play as we promised just a moment ago. Kent Coltis welcoming everybody to the tournament. We'll have the national anthem. We step aside here. Western and Route go ahead next.
We build. It's more than just a tagline at John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. It's our way of life. Our team is committed to building high-quality, custom-built commercial and residential facilities to fit the needs of your family or business. From design, new construction, renovation, and repairs, we have the expertise to turn your project into reality. Call us for a free quote at 217-248-6196. That's 248-6196. Or check us out on Facebook. John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. Together, we build.
At Country Financial, we know everyone's situation is unique, and we believe that even the biggest goals start with simple steps. So when it comes to protecting the things you love and planning for the future, don't get overwhelmed. Get started today with John Hibbert, your Country Financial agent in Camp Point, Illinois. That's John Hibbert, your Country Financial agent. Call 217-593-6819. John Hibbert, Country Financial, 217-593-6819.
Geared Up is your local choice for custom apparel and awards. No matter the season, sport, or event, we've got the gear to make it a success. Ask us about our fundraising program, available to all schools, businesses, and community organizations. Check us out online at www.wegearyouup.com or call 217-473-6290. That's 473-6290 for Geared Up, custom apparel, and awards.
Well, they just finished up the national anthem here. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for this contest. First of all, the visiting team, the Western Wildcats. Curtis Stout's squad is 11-6 on the season, and their starting lineup tonight looks like this. At a guard, a 5'11 junior, Carson Dell. At another guard, the 5'11 sophomore, Eric Hively. And the third guard is a 5'10 senior, Reese Dunker. At a forward, he's a 6'1" junior, Kyle Colgrove. And at the other forward, the 6'1 senior, Caleb Archambault. Archambault, Colgrove, Dunker, Hively, and Dell for the Western Wildcats. The Route Rockets and head coach Will Whalen 9-6 on the year, and their lineup tonight will look like this. At a guard, a 6-foot sophomore, Corey Ronan. At another guard is a 6-foot junior, Dylan Marshall, and at the third guard is the 6'1 senior, that's Drew Winters. At a forward, he's a 5'10 senior, Lucas May, and at the other forward, the 6'2 junior, Adam Lindsay. Lindsay, May, Winters, Marshall, and Ronan for the Route Rockets. Western, the visiting team, they're in the visiting gray uniforms with the red numbers and white trim. Route's in the home white uniforms tonight with the purple numbers and black trim. Gym is about 3/4 of the way full for this 5th and 6th place semifinal. It'll really fill up, I would say, before the night is up, as Payson Seymour and West Central will go head-to-head next in the championship bracket semifinal. Winner of this game again plays Wednesday night in the late contest against the winner of Calhoun and Camp Point Central, who will play the earliest game on Wednesday. Then they'll have a game break as Brown County and Carrollton will play the consolation championship between the two 5th and 6th place bracket games. Damon Emmerich, John Hull, myself, Charlie Hull with you. Glad you're with us on Central Illinois Sports for coverage of the 97th Annual Winchester Invitational Tournament. Route is ready to go. They'll send to the center circle Drew Winters to jump for their squad against Kyle Colgrove of Western. The officials check to make sure everybody's ready to roll in this one. It's been a while, but basketball is back at the 97th Annual Winchester Tournament. Referee steps into the center circle. Colgrove and Winters are ready, and the tip is up and controlled by the Wildcats as Colgrove tipped it back to Hively. He'll bring it up against the pressure of the Route defense, who starts the day in a man-to-man. On the right side, Dell on the block to Colgrove. Rises, shoots, try to score at the left hand. No good. Rebound fought for, still loose, and May grabs the board for Route. Gets it to Marshall, who wants to push into the front court. Little hesitation dribble. Kicks it out right side, Lindsay. Lindsay on the baseline finds Marshall. He'll work it back out on the wing to Lindsay. Just underway here in the first quarter. Lindsay with a dribble drive in and is called for traveling. Good defensive recovery that time by the sophomore Hively to shut off the penetration. And Lindsay called for the shuffle. Both teams have had a possession. A missed shot for Western, a turnover for Route. 7:27 to play in the first, no score on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Dunker looks to bring it up against the zone pressure in the full court by Route. Colgrove out of a double team, finds Dell, looked to lob down low and threw it away. Ronan stepped in front of that pass with the steal. He'll take it with the behind-the-back dribble all the way to the rack with a scoop shot up and in for two. Corey Ronan has his first basket of the contest and gives the Rockets a 2-0 advantage a minute into this game. Now Hively throws a pass that's picked off by Lindsay. Second turnover of the night by Western to Winters, who penetrates. His floater is up and good with contact, no call. It's 4-0 route. And now the inbounds pass is nearly stolen away, but it'll be run down by Colgrove. Without Wellman, Western struggling to take care of the ball, and another turnover here as Winters gets the steal. To Ronan, back to Winters' right side. Tries the move in, denied there by Archambault. Out to Ronan, and Route will set up the half-court offense. Now Ronan drives past his man, ball tipped, stolen away. Turnover number 2 by Route. Into the front court, Hively with the basketball. He's got it trapped on the sideline. To Dell, left side, Dunker, wide open 3, no good. Rebound pulled down by Marshall, his first. Wants to push the pace into the front court. 6:15 to play in the first. Drives in, has the ball stripped away. Third turnover on a route. Into the front court, Hively for Western. Left side, Colgrove turns down the 3. Wants to set up a half-court attack here. Down 4-0 is Western. 6 minutes to play in the first. Top of the key, Colgrove with the basketball. Works it on the wing to Hively. Hively with May on him. Little pick and roll action here. Hively now will dish it off on the right side to Dell. Dell off the screen from Hively. Will give it up front to Dunker. Now left side, Colgrove. He'll turn down the 3 again. One bounce into the corner. It goes Dell. Shot fake. Drives the baseline. Past his man. Gives it off down to Archambault with a power dribble and score. Makes it a 4-2 score. 5:33 to play in the first. Into the front court with the basketball is Winters for the Route Rockets. Drew Winters, the senior. To Ronan, 2 of the better baseball players in the area right there. Now to Lindsay, right side. Fakes the 3, drives in, poked away from behind by Colgrove. Into the front court, Colgrove on the breakaway. He'll fake the pass, soar and score 2. And it's a 4-all game, 5:10 to play in the first. Route struggling with the turnovers, as Western was for a flurry of about a minute there. Now Winters gets a good look from downtown. He'll hit the shot from behind the arc. He's got 5. 7-4 advantage for Route. 3 minutes into this contest. Dell with the basketball in the backcourt, gets it to Colgrove, yet to cross, now does on the handoff to Dunker. Works it near the sideline to Hively. He'll dribble toward the top of the key. Western down 7-4 here in this 5th and 6th place semifinal, and there's a carrying called against Colgrove. 4th turnover by Western. Both teams with 4 turnovers. Into the contest for the Wildcats will come Joel Bryant. He replaces Carson Dell. 4:41 to play in the first. 7-4 advantage for Route, and the Rockets are on the attack here. As Marshall will bring it up against the man-to-man pressure of Eric Hively. Dishes in the corner left side. Winters another 3. This one is good again. And then they'll have the official come take a look at something here, and they've got blood on the jersey of Winters. So the 3-point shot is good, and then they'll say there's blood.
Yeah.
And so they'll have to take care of that. 10-4 score, largest lead of the contest right now. Gus Abel will check in for Route, as Winters is attended to by the trainer to make sure there's not any other blood on the floor. Trash Queen is the sponsor of our scoreboard every time with you here on Central Illinois Sports. Call them for all of your residential trash pickup needs, 217-320-4320. Now May has blood on him as well.
Have they figured out whose blood it is yet?
They'll now sit May to the bench, and they'll bring in Hayes for Route. Any other takers?
Yeah.
Ronan's got some on him. It's like a bad joke right now.
Again, like whose blood is it?
Well, the thing about it is, if you're Route, you're wearing the white uniforms. Western may have blood on theirs, but the charcoal gray, a little harder to tell if there's blood on there. They're looking around to see who's bleeding. So 3 players, I don't know that I've ever seen that. 3 players go out on a single possession for blood.
Can Winters come back in because he's ready?
I think they have to inbound the ball. They make sure there's no blood anywhere else. There's none on the court. Not really sure who's bleeding, but Route has 5 guys on the court now. Winters now says, I'm ready. And Will Whalen says, let's take a timeout. I want to get these guys back in. 4:30 to play in the first. 10-4 the score. Route on top of Western. Back with you after this.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
Well, during the timeout, Route has checked back in Ronan along with Winters, May, Marshall, and Lindsay. So that's their original starting lineup. Archambault went to the trainer and he said, I'm pretty A positive. That's my blood. And they're taking a look at him. A little bit of a cut, it appears. It'll be Western basketball, length of the court to go. 10-4 the score. Route on top. Western with the ball in the backcourt. Dunker back there, a little zone pressure and another turnover by Western as the ball goes off of Bryant's hands and out of bounds. 5th turnover, and Western really struggling against the press without Wellman.
Yeah, and they've just had a few unforced turnovers, and the thing that they have to do, they can't pick up the dribble in the backcourt, and they can't throw the pass right into the corner right across the half-court line.
They've also left their feet a couple of times to make a pass, and the defense has been in the rotation right into the passing lane. Here's Marshall, drives in, kicks it out to Ronan. Route a 6-point lead and the basketball here. Lindsay works it left side. Winters feeling it from downtown, and he's good again. He's got 11 points of his team's 13 and makes it a 13-4 score. Halfway through this first quarter. Hively with the bounce pass into the front court, finds Colgrove, skips it across, ball nearly stolen away by Winters. It goes out of bounds and will stay with Western on this possession. A ball side hand tip of that might have been a steal. Said he reached across with a right hand and it went into the stands. Hively with it. Western trying to get some rhythm on the offensive end. Out top, Depke. Looked down low, wasn't open. Dishes it off behind the arc right side. That's to Dunker. Dunker passes it off to Hively. Wants to set a screen for him there. Back out front to Bryant. 3:35 to play in the first. 13-4 Route on top of the Western Wildcats. Hively with the basketball. Has picked up the dribble. Gives it to Bryant. Now to Depke. Depke on the right side. Hively. Depke was a starter earlier in the season, but has since found his way to the bench. Now Dunker gets a pass that was tipped away, gets it to Depke, and he finds the shot from 10 feet away, and Curtis Stout wants the timeout. We'll pause as well. 3:15 to play in the first. 13-6 advantage for Route. Back with you after this.
For all of your commercial and residential trash pickup needs, call Trash Queen, serving Pike, Scott, and Morgan counties with affordable residential trash service and roll-off dumpsters. We're proud to be locally owned and operated and want to earn your business. Give us a call to find out just how affordable our rates really are. Call Trash Queen at 217-320-4320. That's 217-320-4320. Or check us out on Facebook. Trash Queen, our business is picking up.
Curtis Stout called the timeout to talk to his squad. 3:15 to play in the first. 13-6 is the advantage for Route on top of the Western Wildcats. And Route's gotten here behind 11 first quarter points from Drew Winters, who's come out shooting it well from behind the arc. See what kind of adjustments Western made during the timeout to slow down this Route offensive attack. Marshall with it. He'll hand it off to Winters. Double team comes his way, looking to get out of it. Does so to Ronan out front. Draws Bryant in the man-to-man. Drives inside, ball tipped out of bounds. Last touched by Western. It'll stay with Route underneath. 2:55 to play in the first. Rockets with a 7-point lead and the basketball. Running the play right underneath the basket. The inbounds into May. His shot no good, and the rebound pulled down by Dunker for the Western Wildcats. Off to Hively. Takes it across on the pass to Colgrove. Rises and fires the three, and it's good. Colgrove with a tray. Makes it a 13-9 score. Quick 5-0 run by Western. They've cut it down to a 4-point game with 2:35 to play here in the first.
Colgrove says, if you're not going to guard me at all, I'll just shoot the three.
Yeah, very confident in the transition shot. Here's Marshall out top. Lindsay. He's got a good look from downtown. Off the mark on the air ball. Ball will be saved in bounds, and it will be Western ball. May, good hustle. Nearly got another possession for his squad, but just could not control it. 2:24 to play in the first. Ball out of bounds for the Wildcats. Trying to cut it closer here in the final 2:20 plus of this first quarter. Bryant with it to Hively. Takes it across the half-court line. Into a double team. Needing some help. Bounces it in the corner to Roop. Ball sweep. Drives in. Bounce pass is kicked Ball to bounce to Western underneath. Right idea that time by Rube, just good defense to get a foot on it. Into the contest, Hayes will check in for Rout. Ronan heads to the bench. Ian Hayes is a 5'10 junior. Underneath here, Hively to inbound for the Wildcats. Looking, gets it in the corner now, right side to Bryant. Out top, Colgrove to Rube on the left side. Back out front to Bryant. Bryant with the fake to Dunker. Wants a screen to come his way. He'll work the dribble. Now picked it up to Colgrove left side. Marshall guarding him. Colgrove fakes the ball screen. Now a shot put up on the corner by Hively is good. And the Wildcats on an 8-0 run have cut it down to a 1-point game. 13-12, 150 to play in the first on the Trash Queen scoreboard. So both teams shooting it well from behind the arc in this first quarter. Marshall has picked it up. Backdoor pass into Hayes. Missed the shot. Gets to the rebound on the kick out to Winters. Throws it out front to Lindsay. Lindsay tries the dribble drive. Hands it off to Marshall. He'll penetrate the lane. Little runner-up is no good. Wouldn't have counted anyway as the foul was called on the floor with 1:31 to play in the first. Looks like Colgrove, the guilty party here.
That'll be Colgrove's first. That is the first foul of the ball game against either team. Rout with the 13-12 lead. 1:30 to play here. First quarter action over the Western Wildcats.
May with it right side. Marshall looking down low. That's to Winters, who's got 11 of his team's 13 here in the first. Off in the corner to Hayes. Tries a pass across to Lindsay. The ball tipped. And they'll call ball out of bounds to Western on a turnover. Let's say Rout was on the baseline apparently. No, they're going to give the ball to Rout. It's right underneath of us. Kind of hard to tell. But Rout will get the ball underneath. 1:17 to play in the first. Inbounds coming. Does so in the corner to Hayes. Hayes drives the baseline. Past Bryant. Shot but up no good. Gets his own rebound. Tied up with Bryant. Jump ball. It'll stay with Western here as they battled for the basketball. And Rout will get it underneath. 1:10 to play in the first. Archambault appears to have the blood stopped for a moment, and he will sit down Bryant. Archambault checks back in.
Archambault had some bleeding issues on the face in their last game also.
Inbounds comes into Winters. He'll rise and shoot from 6. No good. Rebound is pulled down by Colgrove. Off to Hively. A chance for Western to take the lead. Hively, top of the key 3. Won't fall through. And the rebound down on the offensive side to Rube. His shot blocked. Rebound this time to Colgrove. Takes it out behind the arc. Under a minute to play in the first. 13-12 Rout. Western with another chance here. Right side, Dunker fires from downtown. Hits the iron, no good, and Gus Abel grabs the board for Rout. Shovels it off to Marshall. Wants to push into the front court. Spins, and is going to get called for a travel. Turnover number 5 by the Rockets. 39.9 seconds to play here in the first quarter, and the ball going back Western's way. Ronan going to check back in, and Marshall to the bench for Rout. Rout had, a 13-4 lead at one time. And
Western's on an 8-0 run.
And a chance to even add to that. Let's see if they want to hold for a final shot. They will also get the ball to start the second quarter. You don't think so?
Not sure that they will.
Colgrove with it out front to Rube with 27 seconds to play in the first quarter. Sure don't look like they're in much of a hurry, do they? Out between those circles to Colgrove. He'll hold the ball with 19 seconds to play in the first. To Hively, with Hayes playing him in the man-to-man near the half-court line. Now Hively will give it off to Rube. Rube will try the lob down low, finds Colgrove up and in for 2. As he got the back screen, and Western's on top 14-13. 3 seconds to play. Ronan into the front court, kicks it right side. Hayes for a 3 is no good at the buzzer. And after a quarter, it's Western 14, Rout 13. Back with second quarter play-by-play after this.
At the First National Bank of Beardstown, you come first. We're dedicated to helping you in any way we can with a full line of financial products delivered by caring, experienced professionals. With locations in Beardstown, Murrayville, and Winchester, we're here to serve the region with your banking needs. Contact our Winchester location at 217-742-3134 or visit us online at bankingyoufirst.com. The First National Bank of Beardstown, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate or visit us online at gobestsystems.com. Invitational.com and start saving money on your energy bill today.
14-13 is the lead for the Western Wildcats over the Rockets after a quarter, and Damon's got to look at shooting percentages.
Well, the Western Wildcats closed the first quarter on a 10-0 run, and after one, the Wildcats are 6 of 11 from the field for 55%. The Route Rockets are 5 of 11 for 45%.
And it'll be Western basketball to start the second quarter of play. Hively, Dunker, Colgrove, Bryant, and Rube. Handoff on the right side goes to Hively. Snakes his way down low, now caught in the paint. Dishes it off to Rube. Back out to Hively. Baseline jumper from 15 is good. Eric Hively with his first basketball since that three he made a while ago. Has 5 now, Damon tells us, and makes it 16-13 Wildcats. Their largest advantage of the night. Into the front court, Marshall. Pull-up shot is good. Will they count the basket? The referee says count the basket and one here as the foul whistled against the Wildcats.
Those are Dylan Marshall's first 2 points as he was fouled on the shot by Eric Hively. That's Hively's first team foul number 2 against the Wildcats. So it sends Dylan Marshall to the line, looking to tie the ball game for the Route Rockets as they trail 16-15. 7:31 left to play, second quarter action. Marshall's free throw attempt is up and no good. Colgrove with his third rebound for Western.
Outlet pass to Hively. Nobody's stopped the ball yet. He'll bounce it down low to Rube. Backs his way in, kicks it out to Colgrove. To Hively, top of the key. Back to Colgrove on the wing. 7:18 to play in the second quarter. 16-15 the lead for the Wildcats. Right side now Hively. Waits for Rube to come set the screen. Has the left-hand bounce. Drives now, kicks it back out to Bryant. Bryant picks it up at the free throw line. Throws a pass that's tipped, and it is stolen away by Routes Abel. 6th turnover by Western. Into the front court, Lindsay with the basketball for the Rockets. A chance to retake the lead. Down on the block to Abel. He knows what to do with it there. Rises, shoots, and scores. Abel with his first basket of the game. And makes it a 17-16 advantage for Route on the second lead change of the night. Colgrove helps break the pressure into the front court. Drives in. Shot up no good. Rebound down to Winters for Route.
A lot of contact on that shot.
To Marshall. Off to Winters, who's not been free for a while, but he was hot in that first quarter with 11 points. Now Ronan, hesitation move, floater up in the lane, no good. Rebound, Abel gets it, puts it up, shot good, and he's fouled. Gus Abel with the and one here.
Abel's come in and given the Rockets 4 quick points, and the Rockets lead is back out to 3. It's 19-16 as Abel goes to the line looking to complete the and one after drawing the second foul against Kyle Colgrove. Abel, just a freshman, as Charlie has told you, completes the and one, and he's got 5, and it's back out to a 4-point Route Rocket lead.
And Colgrove will head to the bench as Archambault has checked back in for Western. They trailed 20-16 with 6:19 to play in the second quarter. Bryant with it in the backcourt. He will take it across with pressure on him. Works it out front to Dunker. Right side it goes to Hively. Western had a 12-0 run there, but now they find themselves again down by 4. Bryant with it, crosses over, works it on the left side to Hively. The hand at his face there. They know he's really shooting it well right now is the sophomore Eric Hively. Gets the screen from Archambault in the corner to Rube. Rube with the little rocker step out top. The Dunker tries the drive inside, shot up no good, draws contact, and he'll be rewarded with 2 shots.
Adam Lindsay's going to be whistled for his first. That's the first foul of the ball game against the Route Rockets. And the first free throws of the contest upcoming for the Wildcats will be shot by Reese Dunker. Dunker scoreless in this one, his team trailing 20-16, 5:46 to play, first half action. First one from Dunker was up and good, so it's now just a 1-possession ball game. Route's led by as many as 9 in this one. That free throw right there by Dunker puts it into a 6-0 Rockets run after a 12-0 Wildcat run. Dunker makes a pair, and it's 20-18.
5:45 to play here in the first half. Marshall into the front court for Route. Out top, Ronan. He'll work toward the wing. That's off to Lindsay. Lindsay will try the drive in. Has stopped. Pivots a couple of times. Caught in the lane. Needs to get out of there. Does so to Winters for a deep 3. Off the mark from that point. And the rebound down to Dunker, his second of the night. Works it to Hively into the front court. A chance to tie or take the lead here for the Wildcats. Just over 5 minutes to play in the first half. Right side, Hively. Crosses over, drives. On the wing it goes to Rube. Spin move. Off the Dunker. Free throw line shot good there. The game's tied at 20. 20 all with 5:05 to play in the second quarter on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Marshall to bring it up for the Route Rockets. Been a game of runs so far in this one. Top of the key, Ronan steps into the shot and he knocks it down. The lefty from downtown has 5 and breaks that tie. 23-20 Route on top. And pretty good three-point percentage being shot by both teams in this game. Not a lot of pressure on the perimeter. Here's a pass that somehow finds Bryan into the front court. Shot fake by Archambault as Winters goes flying by and makes it a 23-22 game, I do believe, if that score would be correct. 4:27 to play in the half. So a one-point game, 23-22. Marshall with it, hands it off to Ronan. Ronan going to try another three. Good again. 26-22 the score with 4:13 to play in the half. In the backcourt with it is Hively. Works it to Dunker. Across the half-court line, it goes to Rube. Overthrows Archambault, out of bounds. Turnover number 7 by Western. May going to check back in for Route. Lindsay takes a chair. On the other side, Western sends Joel Bryant to the bench as Carson Dell returns to the court. 4:05 to play in the second quarter. 26-22 Route on top, and now with the basketball following another turnover by Western. It's been a while since they had turned it over, though. Route's pressure was working very, very well early, and they've kind of gone away from it. Here's a shot put up on a runner, no good by Marshall. Rebound comes away to Western. Hively into the front court, Rube. Past his man to the basket and scores. Nice take to the rack by Tristan Rube, and makes it a 2-point game on his first basket of the night. 26-24 the score. 3:35 to play in the half. Marshall with it out near the half-court line for Route. Coming out to guard him is Hively. Marshall spins, now has picked up the dribble, works it off to Abel. Abel going to try to penetrate against Archambault, and Archambault will be called for the foul.
4th foul of the ball game against the Wildcats, just Archambault's first. 3:23 left to play, first half action on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Route with the basketball and the lead, 26-24.
Underneath their own hoop here, let's see if they try a lob in, possibly to Abel. No, instead it goes into Winters. His shot up no good, fouled though. And he'll head to the stripe for the first time tonight to shoot a pair.
They may get Archambault again on that one. And they do. That'll be his second, 5th foul against the Wildcats. And to the line for Route is Drew Winters. Winters has 11 points, hasn't scored for quite a while. He hit 3 threes early in the first quarter. First free throw attempt from Winters is up and good.
So Archambault will take a chair as Depke returns for Western.
And it's a 3-point Route lead. Winters looking to make it a 2-possession ball game, and he does just that as he makes a pair.
He's got 13, 28-24. The lead for Route back out to 4. Now they'll put some pressure on Western again. Rube with it in the backcourt along with Dunker. Dell now gets involved. Across the half-court line, it goes to Hively. He's into a double team, throws out of it to Dunker out front. 3:05 to play in the half. Down low to Dell. Dell with the left-hand shot up, no good. Fouled, and he'll shoot a pair.
Lucas May will be whistled for his second foul of the ballgame against the Rockets. So it will send Carson Dell to the line for Western. He'll be looking for his first points of the evening. His team trailing 28-24. Just a little over 3 minutes left to play, first half action. First one from Dell is off to the right and no good. He'll have one shot left. Looking to cut the Route lead down to 3. Route has led by as many as 9, Western by as many as 3, and it's now a 3-point Route advantage as Dell makes the second.
3 minutes to play in the half, 28-25 the score. Dylan Marshall walks it across the half-court line. I've not seen much pressure in the full court aspect here by Western. Marshall drives in, gets it to Abel, took the ball down low, has the ball stripped, and it's nearly stolen away. May keeps the possession, gets it to Winters, drives in, floater up, stayed in the air while that time, could not get it to go, and it will be Western basketball. No doubt Winters can really jump. He stayed in the air a long time there, trying to get that shot to go through. It would not, and Western's got the ball on the attack here. Down by 3. Dunker now in a dangerous spot near the half-court line, and he is bailed out of that spot by his coach with a timeout. 2:34 to play in the half. 28-25, the lead for Route on top of Western. Back with you after this.
You or your family are feeling under the weather, you can count on Illini Express in Pittsfield. Illini Express is a walk-in clinic located on the south side of the Pittsfield Square and is open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. $75 is the charge and can be billed to your insurance. Children must be at least 18 months old. Illini Express opens 7 to 7 Monday through Saturday and on major holidays 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Illini Express, a partner of Illini Community Hospital in Pittsfield.
2:34 to play in the half. 28-25 the lead for Route on top of Western. Western called the timeout there. Second of the contest as Reese Dunker was stuck in a tough spot just across the half-court line in a trap, and Curtis Stout called the timeout. We're back to live action here as the Wildcats have the ball down 3. Depke gets it on the wing left side to Dunker, top of the key. 4 of 3, no good. Rebound secured by Ronan, his first for Route. He'll take it into the front court with a right-hand bounce, drives inside, runner-up, count the basket. No, they'll say it's on the floor. On the floor, says the official.
No, count the basket.
No, he's saying on the floor. This is now the signal for on the floor. A lot of guys do this when they want to count the basket, too.
Ah.
He just said it, too. On the floor.
That's why I knew that he'd said that, because I can read lips.
Well, it was whistled against Reese Dunker, his first team foul number 6.
Ronan now will fire a 3 on the inbound. Shot no good. Rebound down to the aforementioned Reese Dunker. And 2:07 to play in the half. Still a 3-point game. Dunker with it out front. Works it right side to Rube. Been a while since we've seen Colgrove in for Western. He's got a couple of fouls. Right side Dunker gets an open look from 3. Off the iron, no good. Rebound to Ronan, his second. He'll take it into the front court. Down to May. May up to the rim and scores. Used the window, got it to go. He's got his first 2. Makes it a 5-point advantage for the Rockets. Ooh, here's a pass that Dunker throws into the front court. Too hot to handle that time for Rube. And the turnover is the 8th by Western.
Pass hard and high, just too hard for Rube to be able to get.
1:43 to play in the half. Route has led by many as 9 in this game?
Many as 9. They lead by 5, approaching the minute 30 mark of the first half.
Marshall sets up the offense for the Route Rockets. They are 9-6 entering this contest. Western is 11-6. Down low, open man is May again. He'll rise, shoot, and score. Off a little flex cut that time, and makes it a 32-25 game. 1:18 to play in the half. Rube into the front court, poked away from behind by Marshall, but they'll say that a foul was committed prior to that steal against Drew Winters.
That'll be Winters' first. Team foul number 3 of the half against the Rockets.
Dunker now takes a chair as back into the lineup we see Bryant return for Western. 32-25, Route, 1:17 to play in the half. Western with the basketball, trying to make it closer before the halftime buzzer sounds here. Dell, left wing Rube. Free throw line, kicks it out front to Depke. Depke will drive in. He just lost the ball out of bounds. Ooh, they'll say it was last touched. And they'll give the ball to Western. That'll bring Colgrove back into the game with the offense right underneath their hoop and send Depke to the bench. On the other side, Hayes will return for Route and give Corey Ronan a little breather here. 1:03 to play in the second quarter, 32-25 Route. Underneath for the Wildcats. Colgrove to inbound, does so right side to Dell. Back to Colgrove, he's bumped from behind, no call. Ball knocked out of bounds by Marshall. Again to Western with 1:01 to play in the second. Colgrove again to trigger this play for the Wildcats. Looks to get it in, does so right side Dell. Out to Hively with under a minute to play in the half. Hively, the sophomore, has picked it up. Looks for an opening, gets it to Bryant. Joel Bryant with the crossover. Left side now, Colgrove. Colgrove in the corner, it goes to Dell. High above his head with it there. With 43 ticks to play in the half. To Rube on the wing, out top, Hively. Wildcats patient even though they're down by 7 now. 32-25. Hively throws a dangerous pass out front to Bryant. Works it over to Dell. 25 seconds to play in the half. They did this at the end of the first quarter, found Colgrove with about 8 seconds left. Hively with the basketball. Works off of the Colgrove screen. He'll dish it off on the right wing now to Bryant with 13, 12. Back to Hively out near the half-court line with 10. trying to get free of the man. Works it on the dribble with 6. Dishes right side, Dell. 3 ball on the way is an air ball. Winters with the board. He'll throw it the other direction. No good from three-quarter court. And it's halftime where the Route Rockets lead the Western Wildcats. 32-25. Damon's back with halftime stats and analysis after this.
Team at Pike County Real Estate specializes in residential homes, commercial properties, tillable, and hunting land in west central Illinois and northeastern Missouri. We treat our clients with the utmost respect and do our very best to connect buyers and sellers together to best suit the needs of our customers. See our current properties at www.pikecorealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for Pike County Real Estate. At Lanham Chiropractic, their mission is to ensure that they guide each patient to the possibility and enjoyment of a healthier you. Dr. Chris Lanham works together with each patient to identify the cause of the chiropractic issue and address it through chiropractic care, proper nutrition, and natural supplements, all while utilizing honest and trusting communication. If you're looking for a hands-on chiropractor who's proud to call this area home, call Dr. Chris Lanham at Lanham Chiropractic in Pittsfield at 217-285-6300.
Plum Creek Golf Course welcomes you to the Winchester Tournament. Book your wedding receptions, family or class reunions, or your next party under our brand new pavilion behind T-Box number 1. New members sign up now for $375 for the season. Best greens around, a clubhouse with new ideas every week. Call Sean at 217-742-9018. Plum Creek Golf Course, your choice to play around. Again, call Sean at 217-742-9018. The Bank of Bluffs and the Meridosha Community Bank, with 2 locations to serve you in Bluffs and Meridosha. My wife and I have a long history with the Bank of Bluffs and its friendly staff. When we have needed a friend in the banking world, the Bank of Bluffs has always been in the right place for us. The Bank of Bluffs, the small town bank with a big heart for customers. Plus, you are dealing with your friends and neighbors every day. Why be a number when the Bank of Bluffs will treat you with respect and as a friend? The Bank of Bluffs and the Meridosha Community Bank, member FDIC.
Halftime lead for Route over Western, 32-25. It was a lead after the first quarter of just 14-13 for Western, but a big quarter in the second quarter of play, putting up 19 points, only giving up 11 for the Route Rockets to take this 32-25 lead at the half. The Rockets with 5 turnovers in the first half. They've turned Western over 8 times. Been a pretty close game throughout. 2 lead changes. We were tied at 4 and at 20, so really a 12-5 run to end the half. By Route. They've built the lead up here to a 7. They've led by as many as 9. Western had as large as a 3-point lead in the first half. Fouling situation, really nobody in terrible foul trouble. 3 fouls on a Route in the first half, a single foul on May, Winters, and 1 foul on Lindsay. On the other side of things for Western, they were whistled for 16 fouls, 2 apiece on Colgrove and Archambault, and then a single foul on Dunker and Hively. It's 32-25, the advantage at half here for Route over Western. Damon has a look at individual scoring and team shooting statistics on the halftime show after this.
Are you searching for a bank that's a slam dunk? Get into the game today at Great Rivers Bank in Barry, Liberty, and Pittsfield for products with great rates and folks you will love having on your team. Find us online at greatriversbank.bank or call 217-335-2393 for all the details. Make your deposit today. It's as easy as that layup the tall kid just made. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is an international and local organization that provides support for our athletes and coaches in the area. Small groups called huddles meet regularly in our schools and communities to build strong relationships. Todd Sweatman is our area director for Western Illinois. Todd is a longtime educator and coach and also serves as the chaplain at McMurray College. Julie Ross, area rep, is working with Adams and Brown County schools to support coaches and athletes. Jack Hull, longtime radio broadcaster and sports official, is serving with Julie and Todd throughout the Western Illinois region. We need your support as boosters. first in prayer and also with your financial monthly support. You can help us strengthen the huddles in your schools. Contact us at westernilfca.org to find out more and get our contact information. Won't you join us in lifting Jesus Christ up in our schools, athletes, coaches, and community? Go to westernilfca.org or email me at jhull@fca.org. Get involved in FCA for your youth today.
Back at the half, where the Route Rockets lead the Western Wildcats 32-25. Taking a look at some
Your
of your
Western
first
Grain
half
Service
stats.
is your progressive.
First off, for the Western Wildcats, they were a total of 10 of 19 from the field for 53%, just 2 of 8 from behind the line, and they were 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. Individual scoring for the Wildcats, Carson Dell with 1 point at the half, Tristan Rube and Joseph Depke with 2 points apiece. 4 points for Reese Dunker and Caleb Archambault, 5 for Eric Hiley, and 7 points at the half for Kyle Colgrove to lead the Western Wildcats. For the Route Rockets in that first half of play, they were 12 of 23 from the field for 52%, including 5 of 9 from behind the three-point line, and they were 3 of 4 at the free throw line. Individual scoring for the Rockets, 2 points for Dylan Marshall, 4 for Lucas May, 5 for Gus Abel off the bench. Corey Ronan with 8, and leading the way in the first half for the Rockets was Drew Winters with 13 points.
32-25, Route on top of Western here at the halftime break. Western had a couple of opportunities to extend their lead there in the first half, and then Route kind of locked in on the defensive side. Kind of surprising, Route really had some success early turning Western over, and I'm not as sure that it was an adjustment made by Western as much as it was Route kind of quit pressuring in the full court.
They backed off the pressure a little bit. They built that big lead up and then took away from their defensive intensity. And then once Western built that lead back up to 3, then Route stepped up their intensity a little bit more, and they were able to finish out the first half on a pretty good run.
32-25, the lead for Route here at the halftime break. We'll have a look at second half play-by-play from the 97th Annual Winchester Invitational Tournament after this.
Press Yours on You is celebrating 13 years as your source for school spirit wear. They can personalize varsity jackets, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, duffel bags, flags, and more. Show your school pride with a bumper sticker or window decal from Press Yours on You. Visit their online store at www.pressyoursonyou.com or visit them on Facebook. Press Yours on You, 506 West Wood on Highway 24 in Camp Point. Call 593-6031. Few things compare to Camp Point Central's fans' dedication to the Panthers. The same can be said about Channel and the farmers they serve. You see, unlike other seed companies, they don't have salesmen. With Channel, you get the advantage of a dedicated Channel seedsman, a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your fields. It's their hands-on approach that truly sets them apart. Customized service, expert advice, elite seed management products. Find your Channel seedsman at channel.com or contact local district sales manager Matt Hughes at 217-242-8852.
Your local Pekin Life Insurance agent, Pat Vandevelde and Chris Dorsey of BMP Insurance Agency of Winchester and Pittsfield, has a way to make it easy to stay ahead of rising medical costs while you are retired with a Medicare Supplement insurance plan. You will have access to discounts on eye exams, eyeglasses, contact lenses, LASIK correction surgery, hearing aids, hearing exams, and more at no charge. Call your local Pekin Life Insurance Company agency, Pat Vandevelde and Chris Dorsey of BMP Insurance Agency of Winchester and Pittsfield at 217-742-9595. Not connected with or endorsed by the U.S. government or the federal Medicare program. The purpose of this communication is the solicitation of insurance. Respondents will be contacted by a Pekin Life Insurance Company agent.
Dear Western Grain Service is your progressive feed and grain resource for Western Illinois. They offer a full range of feed products for all species and many grain merchandising opportunities with locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Western Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461 or on the web at dearwestergrain.com. Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233, 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Bob Ray, Jesse Shootman, and new to their staff, Triope and Kansas State grad Emily Carls. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
Well, we're just about ready to start the second half of play. Round is on top, 32-25 on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Trash Queen for your residential and commercial trash needs, 217-320-4320. They do want to let you know to all their customers they'll be doing the best they can this week with the snowfall amounts. And they'll get to you as the weather allows them to, so just be patient with them, especially you folks who live in some more of the remote locations throughout the area. Route will have the basketball to start the second half. They have Lindsay, May, Marshall, along with Ronan and Winters. Western counters with Archambault, Dunker, Colgrove, Hively, and Root. So original starters both ways here to start the second half. Winters with the basketball. Out to Marshall, right side of Lindsay. Baseline May. Into Winters. Back out to Lindsay. Fakes the three, had it poked away, gets it back. Drives baseline, kicks it out top to Marshall. Left side, Ronan. Open look for three, no good. Rebound down to Lindsay. Back out to May. Winters, top of the key, Marshall. Back to Ronan where he missed the three a moment ago. Inside Winters, turns, shoots, missed it. That's because he's bumped and fouled. And 2 shots here for Drew Winters.
Be the first foul of the half against the Wildcats as Tristan Rube is whistled for his first foul of the ball game. Drew Winters back to the line for Route. He's 2 for 2 from there on his way to 13 of his team's 32 and now make it 33 points as the Rockets lead is back out to 8. They could match their largest lead of the ball game if Winters can make this one. And he's unable to do so. Rebound fought for. It'll be off the hands of Lucas May, so it'll be Western basketball.
So the lead is 8 for Route. 7:25 to play in the third. Hively with it as Route has picked up the intensity again in the backcourt. Dunker with it, trying to avoid a double team. Ball poked into the backcourt and out of bounds. Pretty smart move by Hively there. Let that ball go out of bounds. Had he picked it up, they would have been in the same 10 count and probably very close to a 10-second violation. Into the backcourt, the ball goes to Hively. He'll bring it up. Knew the double team was coming, spun away from it, and is fouled by May.
That'll be Lucas May's second, first foul of the half against Route.
Out of bounds on the sideline, right at half court for Western. They'll give it to Hively. Brings it across the half court line off of the screen from Colgrove. They'll look for somebody to pop out. That somebody is Archambault. Down low, they'll give it into Colgrove. He's held by Marshall.
That'll be Dylan Marshall's first. That is the second foul of the half against Route. 7:02 left to play, third quarter action. Route leading Western 33-25.
And bounce pass coming here. The ball is tipped and it's stolen away by May. He'll take it into the front court to Ronan. Ronan with a little crossover to his left. Works it off on the wing to Marshall. Out top, Winters. Shooting for their largest advantage of the night is Route right here, up by 8, looking to add to it. Winters. Or check, that's Lindsay to Marshall. Now Ronan. Ball tip stolen away. Into the front court, Hively with the basketball. He'll push it and now doesn't have the numbers. Has to pull it back out. Left side, Rube. Rube with the dribble drive. Spin move off the glass. Nice move. Couldn't finish there. And the rebound to Winters for Route. He'll take it into the front court. Out to Marshall. Drives the lane at Archambault. Shot up is good. Archambault trying to take the charge. Marshall went around him in the air, and it's a 10-point lead for Route. 6:15 to play in the third. Their largest advantage of the contest. Rube with it into the front court. Splits a double team. Bounce pass down to the block to Archambault. He uses the dribble up off the window and in for 2. He's got 6 points and stops the Route run here. 6 minutes to play in the third. Down to an 8-point game. 2-3 zone here by Western. Left side of Ronan. He'll work it on the skip to Lindsay. Baseline May. Back out to Lindsay. Good look. 3-ball on the way. Too hard. And Dunker's got the board for Western. His 4th. Off to Hively with the dribble into the front court. Behind the arc left side, Rube. Back out to Hively, turns down the 3. Top of the key, Colgrove. He'll wait for the screen from Archambault. Thought about the tray himself. Now out to Rube. On the right side, Archambault. He'll work it out top. Dunker in the corner. It goes to Hively. Looking to get it down low to Colgrove. Instead, Hively tries to drive in. Is really pumped hard, no call. But he finishes the left hand anyway. 7 points for the sophomore Hively. Makes it 35-29, 5:14 to play in the third. Rout trying to answer on the other end and maintain this advantage. Ronan with it left side. He'll work it on the wing over to Lindsay. Free throw line Winters. Drives in, back out to Lindsay. Gets his feet set under him. Fires the three, and it's good this time. He's got his first 3 points of the contest. And the lead stretched back out to 9 for the Rockets. Just under 5 minutes to play in the third. Now a ball knocked out of bounds by Winters. And it wasn't like the possession before. Rout really settled for a 3-point shot. Lindsay got just as good of a look as he did this time around. But this time the ball found the bottom of the net.
Not a very good closeout by Western, as they really allowed Adam Lindsay to take his time getting that shot off. And when he gets set, he doesn't miss very often. As on the other side, we saw Eric Hively attacking the basket for the Rockets, and he drew a foul on the drive. That's the third foul of the half against the Rockets, and it is Dylan Marshall's second foul of the ballgame.
Out of bounds underneath their own hoop for Western. Hively gets it in the corner on the inbounds play. Off to Rube. Top of the key. It goes to Colgrove. Down by 9 are the Wildcats. On the wing to Dunker. Dunker looks to kick it off left side now to Hively. Top of the key, Colgrove with Ronan guarding him. Colgrove will try the drive to Archambault in the corner to Hively. Hively with a post-entry pass to Colgrove. Was poked away by Ronan. Colgrove got it back. Nice shot fake. He forces one and gets it to go. Colgrove with another 2. 9 on the night for him now. And cuts the lead back down to 7. 38-31. Just a little under 4 minutes have gone by in this third quarter. Lindsay with it right wing. Out top the Marshall for a straight on 3, no good. Rebound underneath comes out. It's knocked loose, and Lindsay actually secures the offensive board. To Winters, another chance here for Rout. After Lindsay fought hard for the rebound. Top of the key, Ronan going to fire a 3. It's off the mark to the left. Abel had the board tipped out of bounds off of him, and it will be Western ball. 38-31. Now that time it felt like Rout settled for the 3-point shot a couple of times. A chance for Western to cut this game closer. Archambault standing wide open under the basket, and they just couldn't get it to him. Tough to see it when you're being chased by a couple of the guys, but there was nobody underneath. Hively to Dunker. Dunker will try the drive in. Little finger roll with the left hand, no good. Rebound is out of bounds. It will be Rout ball here. Oh, they'll say it's a Western ball underneath. So the Wildcats maintain the possession. Down by 7, 3:28 to play in the third. Inbounds to Dunker, left side. Out on the wing, it goes to Colgrove. Back in the corner to Hively. Good closeout that time by Marshall to Colgrove for a tray, and it's good. Colgrove with a dozen now, makes it 38-34. He's really extended his range this season. Out to include that 3-point line. It's making him very tough for teams to guard. Hayes with the ball down low. Ball was kicked, no call. It'll be run down out front by Winters. Skips it right side to Lindsay. 3 minutes to play in the third. Down on the block, Abel. Turns, shoots, missed it. Fouled by Dunker.
That'll be Dunker's second team foul against Western of the half. So it sends Gus Abel back to the line. Abel's 1 for 1 from there in this one. He's got 5 of his team's 38 points. They lead 38-34. 2:58 left to play, third quarter action on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Abel's first free throw attempt is good. Give him 6. He's 2 for 2 from the line. Really got a soft touch there for the 6'3 freshman. As he continues to develop, get a little bit stronger, he'll be tough. He'll be a force here the next few years at this Winchester tournament. 5-point Rout lead with Abel's second free throw on the way, and it's good. Give him 7, and his team's lead is back out to 6.
40-34, just under 3 minutes to play here in the third. Hively in the backcourt into a triple team. Knows there has to be somebody open. Gets it to Dunker. All the way across to Rube. Good pass down low. But Depke then turns and takes the ball back out to Dunker. Hively now for a 3. Good from the wing. Eric Hively's got 10 and cuts the Rout lead to 3. 40-37, 2:33 to play in the third. What do I know? I thought Depke had a pretty good look underneath. They kick it back out, and Hively gets an open 3. Abel with it out front for Rout. Backs his way in, dishes off on the wing to Lindsay. Fakes the 3, drives and travels. Turnover on Rout here will be their 7th of the contest. And Route wants a timeout. We'll pause as well. 2:21 to play in the third. 40-37. Route leads Western. We're back with you following this.
Delicious tenderloins, a complete menu for breakfast, lunch, and supper with a couple of my personal favorites, a Granny's omelet and the one they call the mess. Are you getting hungry yet? Buck and Joe's 2 in Winchester. Here's how you find Buck and Joe's 2. Drive on 106 around Winchester. Look for the parking lot full of cars and trucks. Take my advice. I know good food. When you're hungry, minutes from the Interstate 72 and home cooking with Dan Burke doing the dishes. Open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. Sunday, 5:30 to 2. Buck and Joe's in Winchester.
Together, we build. It's more than just a tagline at John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. It's our way of life. Our team is committed to building high-quality, custom-built commercial and residential facilities to fit the needs of your family or business. From design, new construction, renovation, and repairs, we have the expertise to turn your project into reality. Call us for a free quote at 217-248-6196. That's 248-6196. Or check us out on Facebook. John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. Together, we build.
Back to live action here. 2:21 to play in the third. 40-37 the lead for Route, but Western is keeping right in this one. They've fallen behind by 8 or 9 points a couple of times. They've cut it down to this 3-point game. Dunker with it out front. He'll work it over on the wing to Hively. Hively out top to Depke. Left side, Colgrove. Hand in his face, couldn't get the shot off. Now to Dunker. Back out to Depke. Depke will try the drive in. Now he's picked it up. Right side, Hively. 1:58 to play in the third. Western looking for a good shot here. Out top, Dunker gets a touch. He'll give it to Depke, now to Hively, who's had a nice game so far. 10 points for the sophomore. A couple of men in double figures for this Western squad. Dunker, right side Colgrove, he's the other. He'll work it out top to Depke, drives in to the lane, shot up good as he took it with some force that time, and he'll have an and one opportunity here as he's fouled.
Depke's got 4, a chance to give us our third tie of the ball game if he can convert on the free throw, as he was fouled by Adam Lindsay. That's Lindsay's second. And Depke's at the line. He's got 4 points. His team trails 40-39, a minute 35 to play, third quarter action. Chance for the and one is on its way, and the free throw attempt is no good. Dylan Marshall with his second rebound for the Rockets.
Into the front court to Lindsay. And then he's fouled by Rube.
It'll be Rube's second, third foul of the half against Western.
1:28 to play in the third. 40-39. Route is clinging to this 1-point lead. Marshall with a lob in to Winters. To May on the left side. It goes to Marshall. Down to Winters. He's caught down low. Needs some help. Ball is tipped, stolen away. Hively with the runaway into the front court. He'll drive in, put up a shot, off balance, no good. Rebound down to Abel for Route, and then a foul whistled against one of the Western Wildcats. Looks to be Hively.
Hively's second. Wildcats' fourth foul. As Ronan checks back in for Route, Gus Abel is going to take a seat with a minute 13 to play. Route with the 1-point lead, 40-39, and the possession.
Marshall takes it across with a bounce against Hively. Route's led the majority of this game. They've had a double-digit lead in this quarter. Now they have another turnover. Depke stepped in front of that pass to Hively. Takes it into the front court. 52 seconds to play in the third. Spins away from the defender. His team trailing by 1, but on the attack here. Out front now is Colgrove. Western is the favored team in this game. They're ranked 6th, whereas Route is the 7th seed, so just a slight favorite according to the seedings. There have not been very many upsets in this tournament. What, just one?
I believe just one, and that was what, a 14 over a 15 or something like that, or
Might have been a 13-12.
yeah.
20 seconds to play. 40-39 here in this third quarter. The lead for Route. Western with it here. They've had the ball at the end of the quarter each time so far. They got a basket in the first, did not get a great look in the second. They'll try a lob down to Colgrove here in the third, and the ball will go out of bounds. And it'll be Route basketball in the turnover. Try to go to the well one too many times with that play to the Wildcats. Inbounds pass comes to Marshall. Takes it across the half-court line with 3. Works it right side, puts up a runner. It's no good at the buzzer. And after 3 quarters, Route leads Western. 40-39. Fourth quarter play-by-play your way after this.
Financial, we know everyone's situation is unique, and we believe that even the biggest goals start with simple steps. So when it comes to protecting the things you love and planning for the future, don't get overwhelmed. Get started today with John Hibbert, your Country Financial agent in Camp Point, Illinois. That's John Hibbert, your Country Financial agent. Call 217-593-6819. John Hibbert, Country Financial, 217-593-6819.
Geared Up is your local choice for custom apparel and awards. No matter the season, sport, or event, we've got the gear to make it a success. Ask us about our fundraising program, available to all schools, businesses, and community organizations. Check us out online at www.wegearyouup.com or call 217-473-6290. That's 473-6290 for Geared Up, custom apparel, and awards.
40-39, the lead for Route over Western after 3 quarters, and Damon's got to look at shooting percentages.
After 3 quarters, Western 16 of 28 from the field for 57%. Route is 14 of 30 for 47%.
And it's Western basketball, a chance to take the lead. We've had 2 lead changes in the ball game. Route's had a 10-point lead in this half, but Western with a chance to go on top here to start this 4th quarter. Rube with the right side, drives, and he will put up a shot, no good. Rebound is fought for and secured by Marshall. What is 3rd or 4th?
His 3rd board.
He'll take it into the front court, finds Ronan. A little floater up with the left hand, no good. Rebound underneath, body's on the floor as Marshall got knocked down. It'll be ball out of bounds to Western, says the official.
I think 4 out of 5 guys on each team went after that rebound. They kind of all converged at one spot.
Yep, good hustle by both teams. They both really want this one. The winner will play on Wednesday in the late contest against the winner of Camp Point Central and Calhoun. Will play the early game on Wednesday. So that team will play 2 games in the day. As the snow, of course, pushed everything back in this Winchester tournament. Hively drives in, put up a shot that time that was a little bit forced, and the rebound down to Abel. Takes it to Ronan into the front court, works a pass that Rube trying to steal, could not secure it, runs out of real estate on the sideline. Good hustle. The ball will stay with Route, right in front of their own bench. 7:01 to play in this contest, 40-39, the advantage for Route. As Marshall to throw it in. Gets it to Ronan on the right wing. Hively comes out and cards him. Ronan is just a sophomore, as is Hively. 2 pretty good players there. Off to Lindsey. Lindsey a single dribble. He'll work it right side to Marshall. In the corner, Abel. Abel fakes, now drives, lost the dribble, picked it up. Throws it out front to Ronan. He'll fire a 3. Good look, no good. A rebound down to Abel as he hustled after. Into May, whose reverse layup is no good. A lot of contact, no call. And on the rebound this time, Depke gets the board and is fouled.
That's the 5th foul against the Rockets as Depke gets his 1st rebound and was fouled on the rebound by Adam Lindsey. That's Lindsey's 3rd.
Into the front court is Hively. Western again with another chance to retake the lead. To Colgrove, left side for the 3, and the lead, and it's good. Colgrove another 3. He's got 15, and it's 42-40 on the 3rd lead change of the contest. Western leads Route into the front court. Marshall to Lindsey on the wing right side. No Drew Winters out there right now for Route. He had their first, 11 of their 13. Now here's the ball stolen away. Hively with the steal, and he's fouled by Marshall.
It's Marshall's 3rd, 6th foul of the half against Route. So Western will be in the bonus, the remaining 6:03 to play. And with 6:03 to play, Western leading 42-40. Route wants a timeout, and we'll take it too. We're back in 30 seconds.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
6:03 to play in this contest. 42-40 is the lead for Western on top of Route. On the 3-point shot by Kyle Colgrove, and a timeout was taken by Route. Ball is to Western, and they'll throw it away. May with the steal. He'll take it into the front court. 11 turnovers. Down to Marshall. Fakes, puts it up and in. Game's tied at 42. 5:50 left in this one. A barn burner here. West Central and Payson will play next. And what should be a good contest as well. Here's Rube, drives in to the baseline. Callgrove, dunker out top. Depke, he'll try the dribble. Ball knocked loose, but Callgrove runs it down way out front. Left side, Hively. Works off of the screen from Rube. He'll dish in the corner to Callgrove. He's trying to find an opening here. Step back, three-point shot on the way, no good. Marshall with another board for Rout, his fourth. Into the front court to May. Lob into the paint to Abel. He'll power his way up, shot no good. Rebound to Hively for Western. 42 all with 5:10 to play. Right side, Callgrove. Turned down the open three that time. They'll work it around left side to Depke. Down in the paint to Callgrove. Ball tipped, stolen away. Winters on the run out into the front court. Coast to coast. Layup up is good by Drew Winters. And it's a lead change here, the fourth, as Western Rout on top, 44-42. 16 points now for Winters. As fast as he was going there, I thought he might throw the ball through the backboard, but he really did a nice job to control his body once he got in the air. Depke with the basketball, works it left side, Hively. Hively tries the dribble drive, little floater in the lane, no good. Rebound into Abel. He's definitely impacted this game, has the freshman Abel. Right side, Winters drives the baseline, kicks it out to May, out top Marshall. Open three, no good, had the extra pass. One more would have given Ronan an even better look. Rebound to Dunker. Now Ronan steals the ball. No, he does not. His foot was on the sideline. So no steal, no turnover. It'll just be Western ball out of bounds. 4:18 to play. 44-42 Rout on top of the Wildcats on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Hively will get it and take it into the front court for Western. Dribbles toward the right wing to set up this offensive set. Top of the key, Dunker. Down on the block to Callgrove. Jump stop, little shot up, no good. Rebound to Marshall, his fifth. Western's forced a couple of shots the last few times down the court. Out top, Ronan to Marshall right side. Just under 4 to play. 44-42 Rout with the lead and the basketball. Ronan crosses over. He'll dish it in the corner to May. May will now reverse the dribble, looking on the baseline to Marshall to Ronan. Ronan patient with the ball. Wants Winters to cut through and reset the offense. Ronan, right side of Winters. He'll put it on the deck after the catch. Drives and kicks it out to May. 3:30 remaining. Rout a 2-point lead here, burning some clock. In the corner, Ronan. Wide open three on the way, too hard. Rebound down to Abel, who hustled after it. Now the ball is tied up. No, a foul going to be called. Abel took it to the waist, which is where you don't want him to take the ball. Keep it high, young man. But a foul going to be called, as reaching in that time was Rube.
That's Rube's fifth foul of the half against Western.
3:23 left, 44-42 Rout. Marshall to throw it in underneath their own hoop for the Rockets. To Ronan right side. Again, an open three. This time it's short. And the rebound to Dunker for Western. So Rout's gone a little cold from the three-point arc after they started red hot from there. Now they're, 6 of 18? Is that right?
Correct.
It's a lot of shots from three. 18 of their 39 shots from behind the arc. Here's Dunker, who got caught in the air, but is able to get a pass off to Hively. 3 minutes to play, 44-42, Western trailing here. Out top, Callgrove fakes the three. He's trying to break down his man off the dribble. Instead has to give it off to Rube. His spin move inside, shot blocked, and the rebound is pulled down by Abel. To Winters into the front court. Poked away from behind, but right into the hands of Ronan. Down low, Winters through his hands and turned over. Turnover number 9, check that, 10 by Rout. Into the front court, Callgrove to Hively. 2:33 left. Down just by 2 points as Western, but they've got to do a better job taking care of the basketball here down the stretch. And now Ronan went for the steal, and he gets called for the foul.
And that's going to send Hively to the line for the one and bonus, as Corey Ronan is whistled for his first, but that is the 7th team foul against Rout. So it sends Eric Hively to the line. It'll be Hively's first trip to the line in the ball game, with his team trailing 44-42. 2:26 left to play here in the fourth quarter. The sophomore has 10 and making 11 points, as he's good on the first.
Has a chance to tie the game. We've been tied at 4, 20 and 42, and a chance to be tied here with 2:26 left in the ball game.
Second one from Hively is on its way, and it is also good. Give him 12 and give us our 4th tie of the ball game.
44 all. Just under 2.5 minutes to play in this contest. And now Route wants a timeout, which will leave them with just one in the contest. 2:19 to play. Game tied at 44. Back after this 1-minute break.
For all of your commercial and residential trash pickup needs, call Trash Queen, serving Pike, Scott, and Morgan counties with affordable residential trash service and roll-off dumpsters. We're proud to be locally owned and operated and want to earn your business. Give us a call to find out just how affordable our rates really are. Call Trash Queen at 217-320-4320. That's 217-320-4320. Or check us out on Facebook. Trash Queen, our business is picking up. At the First National Bank of Beardstown, you come first. We're dedicated to helping you in any way we can with a full line of financial products delivered by caring, experienced professionals. With locations in Beardstown, Murrayville, and Winchester, we're here to serve the region with your banking needs. Contact our Winchester location at 217-742-3134 or visit us online at bankingyoufirst.com. The First National Bank of Beardstown, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
2:19 to play. Game is tied at 44 points apiece. Western has 3 timeouts left. Route, after taking that one, is down to just a single timeout left in the game. Route will have the basketball here. Let's see if they're going for a long possession or trying to get a quick lead. Into the front court, Marshall with the basketball. Has picked up the dribble. Throws it out front to Winters, who has 16 points. 11 of those came in the first quarter. Left side, Ronan drives inside. Little floater up at the left hand, won't fall. And the rebound to Depke for Western. His third board, under 2 minutes to play, game tied at 44. Route had the lead most recently, so Western trying to take it back. Right side, Hively fakes the three, drives against Marshall. Good defensive recovery there to Colgrove, out top Depke. In the corner, it goes to Rube. They're playing without Preston Wellman here is Western. And after some turnovers in the first half, they've handled the ball much better here in the second half of play. 1:33 left and the game still tied at 44. Depke now explodes to the rim. He gets by his man and scores. He shows that quick first step and makes it 46-44. Fifth lead change of the contest. Western has the advantage. This 2-point lead with 1:20 to play.
Scored the last 4 points as Western.
Depke, though, has done that twice now. He's just taking the ball from the top of the key and right by his man. People don't realize how quick he is. And a couple long strides, and he's in for a layup. Here's Winters with it. Left side, Ronan. Back to Winters for the three. Trying to retake the lead, and he does with a minute left. 47-46 Route as Winters has a 19-point night. Colgrove with it in the backcourt for Western. 52 seconds remaining to Dunker. Across to Hively. Down by a point are the Wildcats here. In the corner, it goes to Rube. Rube will try to take the dribble drive inside. Out top to Colgrove for a three, and the answer is good. And then a timeout taken by Western. We'll pause as well. 40.6 seconds to play. 49-47, Western on top. Back with you in 30 seconds.
Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today. When you're your
40.6 seconds left, 49-47. Western has the advantage over Route. These two teams really fighting hard in this one, Damon.
Yeah, they've done a nice job. It's been back and forth here, as we just saw in that last possession for the Wildcats. Kyle Colgrove hit the three to regain the lead for Western. It was our 7th lead change of the contest. So it will now be Route basketball, length of the floor to go. On the other end, we just saw Drew Winters hit a three. Winters has 19 for Route. Colgrove has 18 for Western. So we'll see who they try to get the ball to. But right now, Route had a nice ball movement there on that last possession to get Drew Winters that open three.
Ronan will bring it up. Down 2 is Route. So they don't have to have a 3 here. They could tie it with a 2. Ronan kicks it right side. Marshall with 30 seconds left. He'll dish it off on the wing to Lindsay. Lindsay with the drive inside. Floater is up and in for 2. Game tied at 49, 24 seconds remaining here on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Hively brings it across with 19 ticks to play. Curtis Stout has 2 timeouts in his pocket. Could he call one here? Depke to Colgrove. Colgrove will dish it out front to Hively with 10. Drives inside, had the ball poked away by Winters. Winters with the steal with 5. Drives coast to coast, is fouled, an intentional foul going to be called against Depke.
I'm surprised on the intentional foul, as it could certainly make an argument that Depke was going after the ball there.
So an intentional foul call with 4.5 seconds left, and I don't know about that one.
Because of the intentional foul, you could essentially say they could all but end it if he could make one.
Well, 4.5 seconds left. The game is tied at 49. First one by Winters is no good. Plus, look at the ball.
That's what I'm saying. If he could make one, they're going to get the ball. I mean,
Winters with the second attempt here on the way. It is good. It's 50-49 route with 4.5 seconds left. Then they'll get the ball. Western wants to call a
No, they're
timeout.
just saying the ball is, yep.
Western wants to call a timeout. 4.5 seconds left. 50-49 the advantage for route. They'll have the ball underneath their own hoop. And I don't, pretend to have seen the same thing that official saw, but it sure looked like to me Depke obviously was trying to foul the man.
But he didn't push him or anything.
No, in that situation, nobody was in danger of an injury. I don't know. In a game like this, you'd just like to see that be a regular foul call.
Yeah, I think he was going for the ball because he ended up, I think he hit Winters' arm, and it caused the ball to go out of bounds. But Winters never lost his balance, wasn't pushed or anything like that. But as is, Western's going to have to foul right away because they trail 50-49 with 4.5 seconds to play, and that Winters free throw right there to give Route the 1-point lead gave us our 8th lead change of the ball game.
They'll have it underneath their own hoop, will Route.
each team with one timeout.
Colgrove will guard the inbounder. Lindsay will take it out for the Rockets. Bounce pass coming here will come to Marshall in the corner. He'll be fouled with 3.7 seconds left by either Dunker or Bryant, and that foul will be whistled against Dunker.
So that'll be Dunker's third. It's the 7th team foul against Western. So it sends Dylan Marshall to the line to shoot the 1 and bonus with 3.7 seconds left to play. So 0.8 of a second went off the clock right there.
That's something else that was huge in that Depke call, too, is that that would have only been the 6th team foul, so it wouldn't have even been a shooting foul there.
Marshall at the line where his first attempt is on its way. It is going to be fought for. Depke with the rebound and a timeout taken by Western with 2.3 seconds left to play on the clock.
So they'll have a length of the court to go with 2.3 seconds to play. Route is up 50-49. Trash Queen, our proud sponsor of the scoreboard, 217-320-4320. That's 320-4320 for Trash Queen, serving Pike, Scott, and Morgan counties. Check them out on Facebook. Western is now out of timeout. The inbounder will not be able to run the baseline here, so he'll have to stay stationary. And we'll see what Curtis Stout's squad can come up with here.
I think you've got to look. You've got to put Hively and Colgrove close to half court and look to get them to catch a pass on the move where they can take a couple of dribbles and put up a shot right around the free throw line, or excuse me, the volleyball line.
Yeah, Colgrove, the taller man, so maybe a little easier to get it to him, but there aren't a lot of good plays for this.
No, 2.3 seconds left. Out of timeouts. Here is Western. Dunker to throw it in with Abel guarding the inbounder. So that'll make it more difficult, too, with the 6'3 man guarding the inbounds pass. Comes into Hively. Hively will get it. He'll throw it to Colgrove, who will not get a shot up at the buzzer. Tried 2 passes, and with just 2.3 seconds left, not enough time to get that one in. And a 50-49 win for Route. So Route moves on. They'll play Wednesday night against the winner of Calhoun and Camp Point Central here, as the Rockets pulled just the second upset of this tournament, 50-49. It was a highly contested game, and it ended with a intentional foul call, ending up putting Route on top for what was the deciding point in this contest. 50-49 the final. We'll wrap it up with final stats your way after this.
When you or your family are feeling under the weather, you can count on Illini Express in Pittsfield. Illini Express is a walk-in clinic located on the south side of the Pittsfield Square and is open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. $75 is the charge and can be billed to your insurance. Children must be at least 18 months old. Illini Express opens 7 to 7 Monday through Saturday and on major holidays 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Illini Express, a partner of Illini Community Hospital in Pittsfield.
The team at Pike County Real Estate specializes in residential homes, commercial properties, tillable, and hunting land in west central Illinois and northeastern Missouri. We treat our clients with the utmost respect and do our very best to connect buyers and sellers together to best suit the needs of our customers. See our current properties at www.pikecorealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for Pike County Real Estate. At Lanham Chiropractic, their mission is to ensure that they guide each patient to the possibility and enjoyment of a healthier you. Dr. Chris Lanham works together with each patient to identify the cause of the chiropractic issue and address it through chiropractic care, proper nutrition, and natural supplements, all while utilizing honest and trusting communication. If you're looking for a hands-on chiropractor who's proud to call this area home, call Dr. Chris Lanham at Lanham Chiropractic in Pittsfield at 217-285-6300.
Final in this contest, a 50-49 win for the Route Rockets over the Western Wildcats. Route moves on to play Wednesday night in the 5th and 6th place game, and Western's tournament comes to a close here, and Damon's got to look at some final stats.
Taking a look at shooting percentages, first off for the Western Wildcats, they were 19 of 37 from the field in this ball game for 51%, and they were 5 of 7 from the free throw line. For the Route Rockets, they were 18 of 42 from the field for 43%, and they finished the ball game 7 of 11 from the charity stripe. 2 players in double figures for the Wildcats, as Eric Ively had 12 points and Kyle Colgrove led Western with 18 points. For Route, just 1 player in double digits, as that was Drew Winters with 20 points, including the game-winning free throw to give Route the 50-49 win.
Well, as we talked about, you hate to see a game like that come to an end with the call by the official. And again, I don't pretend to have the same angle as the official there, but in my mind, the only way you're calling an intentional foul call in that kind of situation is if somebody was really in danger of being injured, and I just don't feel like, from this perspective anyway, that was the case. But as it is, Route gets the victory, 50-49 over Western. Route improves to 10-6. Western drops to 11-7. Route will play Wednesday night in the 5th and 6th place contest. Up next, Payson Seymour and West Central in a championship bracket semifinal to see who's going to take on Triopia in the championship game of this 97th annual Winchester Invitational Tournament. We'll set the stage for that contest right after this. And we welcome you to the 97th Annual Winchester Invitational Boys Basketball Tournament for this championship bracket semifinal. It's the Payson Seymour Indians taking on the West Central Cougars in a battle of 2 of the better 1A teams in Class 1A to see who will take on the Triopia Trojans on Thursday night in the championship game of this 97th Annual Winchester Invitational Tournament. Good evening to you. I'm Charlie Hall. Glad you're alongside on Central Illinois Sports, streaming live on YouTube and also on Mixlr.com. Jack and John are alongside throughout the night as well for what should be a fantastic matchup here at the Winchester Elementary School Gymnasium. We'll talk about how these two teams arrived at this point and also preview the matchup as the Seymour High Indians take on the West Central Cougars. More coming your way after this.
At Cascom, we're proud to provide the communication services you need to get the most from today's technology. Our people make it happen. We're part of your community, and we take pride in delivering excellent customer service. If you ever have a question, give us a call. We're here to help. Cascom, connecting our community.
The Bank of Bluffs and the Meridosha Community Bank, with 2 locations to serve you in Bluffs and Meridosha. My wife and I have a long history with the Bank of Bluffs and its friendly staff. When we have needed a friend in the banking world, the Bank of Bluffs has always been in the right place for us. The Bank of Bluffs, the small town bank with a big heart for customers. Plus, you are dealing with your friends and neighbors every day. Why be a number when the Bank of Bluffs will treat you with respect and as a friend? The Bank of Bluffs and the Meridosha Community Bank, member FDIC. Plum Creek Golf Course welcomes you to the Winchester Tournament. Book your wedding receptions, family or class reunions, or your next party under our brand new pavilion behind T-Box number 1. New members sign up now for $375 for the season. Best greens around, a clubhouse with new ideas every week. Call Sean at 217-742-9018. Plum Creek Golf Course, your choice to play around. Again, call Sean at 217-742-9018.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Payson, Seymour, and West Central matching up in the semifinal of the 97th Annual Winchester Invitational Tournament. Payson Seymour started their tournament with a 74-29 rout of Carrollton and then beat Rout 53-46. West Central was a 74-65 winner over Liberty and then beat the Western Wildcats 61-54. Payson Seymour enters the contest with a record of 15-2 on the season. Their losses have come to Triopia 54-47 back on the 18th of December, and then 4 days later lost to Battle out of Missouri 68-61 at the John Wood Community College shootout. Those are their 2 losses on the year. For West Central, they come with a record of 13-5 on this season, but they've been tested for sure on their schedule. They've lost to Washington 54-51, Melville 71-49, lost to Pekin 72-40. So all of those schools much bigger than the Cougars. Then they reeled off, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wins in a row before losing to North Mac 62-45 and then Auburn 59-58. Since then, they've beaten Greenfield Northwestern 73-27, and then their 2 wins here in the Winchester Invitational Tournament. So a 15-2 Payson Seymour squad takes on the host team, the West Central Cougars, at 13-5, and the winner will take on Triopia in the championship of the 97th Annual Winchester Invitational Tournament. Should be a lot of fun in this one. We'll talk about keys to the game after this.
Bank that offers highly competitive products you need to check out. Located in Barry, Liberty, and Pittsfield, you won't have to go far for the best banking between the rivers. Whether you want to make your money grow or plant a seed for the future, we can help you find the best financial path. Look for us online or call 217-335-2393 to find out about our special rates that will keep you liquid in 2019. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is an international and local organization that provides support for our athletes and coaches in the area. Small groups called huddles meet regularly in our schools and communities to build strong relationships. Todd Sweatman is our area director for Western Illinois. Todd is a longtime educator and coach and also serves as the chaplain at McMurray College. Julie Ross, area rep, is working with Adams and Brown County schools to support coaches and athletes. Jack Hull, longtime radio broadcaster and sports official, is serving with Julie and Todd throughout the Western Illinois region. We need your support as boosters, first in prayer and also with your financial monthly support. You can help us strengthen the huddles in your schools. Contact us at westernilfca.org to find out more and get our contact information. Won't you join us in lifting Jesus Christ up in our schools, athletes, coaches, and communities? Go to westernilfca.org or email me at jhull@fca.org. Get involved in FCA for your youth today. Press Yours on You is celebrating 13 years as your source for school spirit wear. They can personalize varsity jackets, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, duffel bags, flags, and more. Show your school pride with a bumper sticker or window decal from Press Yours on You. Visit their online store at www.pressyoursonu.com or visit them on Facebook. Press Yours on You, 506 West Wood on Highway 24 in Camp Point. Call 593-6031.
Well, West Central and Payson Seymour matching up in this game. For West Central, obviously a huge advantage here in the home gym. They play very, very well at the Winchester Elementary School gym. And this is the team that can put up a ton of points, as can Payson Seymour. West Central has a little bit of an advantage, I think, in this game over a lot of teams when facing Payson's pressure, as long as Gabe Cox doesn't get in foul trouble.
Oh, I agree. Gabe was in big-time foul trouble a couple of games ago, and they struggle to get the flow of things. And the thing about him is he's not going to take that silly shot that some of the wings will on teams. He's going to really control things and wait for it to happen for him. So Gabe Cox is really a key, along with Cole Howard, who when they get the ball down low to him, Cole's pretty much unstoppable.
Yeah, and Payson really doesn't have anybody to match up extremely well against him. Garrett Brink is similar in size to Howard, maybe at 3 or 4 inches shorter, but not quite as much of an offensive threat as Brink on the other side. So Howard could have a big night. For Payson Seymour, got to get Cole Schwartz going from the outside, I think, in this contest. When they do, it just allows their offense to run so much better. And Payson Seymour just so consistent. Kennedy and Schwartz were in the top 10 in scoring, and Luce can't be far behind coming into this contest. And those are the three you've got to worry about. And when you say, well, those are the only three that score a lot of the points for Payson Seymour, they are. They make no secret about that. But as soon as you decide not to pay attention to Hildebrand or to Robert Miller when he comes in off the bench, as soon as you decide to ignore those guys, they bite you. And that's what makes this Payson Seymour team so hard to play against.
Hildebrand can be one of those guys kind of like Brock Moore from Triopia, though. He'll surprise you and put in 9 or 12 some night. And but you're right. Those other guys need to get 3 to 5 points apiece, take a little pressure off. But if the big three aren't hitting it from the outside, especially Cole Schwartz, it'll make a difference. Hey, one of the other keys to the game, tonight is Zach Evans' 13th birthday. He's also an honorary coach for Coach Seasting tonight. His big brother plays for Winchester, West Central, and that's Drew Evans, of course, the junior who came back from a knee injury. So happy birthday, Zach. We hope you enjoy it. And the Payson folks are hoping that you eat cake without a win. You're hoping you'll get a win and eat cake.
A break here. When we come back, starting lineups, play-by-play. Payson, Seymour, and West Central, your way next.
Few things compare to Camp Point Central's fans' dedication to the Panthers. The same can be said about Channel and the farmers they serve. You see, unlike other seed companies, they don't have salesmen. With Channel, you get the advantage of a dedicated Channel seedsman, a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your fields. It's their hands-on approach that truly sets them apart. Customized service, expert advice, elite seed management products. Find your Channel seedsman at channel.com or contact local district sales manager Matt Hughes at 217-242-8852.
Your local Pekin Life Insurance agent, Pat Vandevelde and Chris Dorsey of BMP Insurance Agency of Winchester and Pittsfield, has a way to make it easy to stay ahead of rising medical costs while you are retired with a Medicare Supplement insurance plan. You will have access to discounts on eye exams, eyeglasses, contact lenses, LASIK correction surgery, hearing aids, hearing exams, and more at no charge. Call your local Pekin Life Insurance Company agency, Pat Vandevelde and Chris Dorsey of BMP Insurance Agency of Winchester and Pittsfield at 217-742-9595. Not connected with or endorsed by the U.S. government or the federal Medicare program. The purpose of this communication is the solicitation of insurance. Respondents will be contacted by a Pekin Life Insurance Company agent.
West Central's the visiting team, Payson the home team on West Central's court. That's unusual, but Charlie's got a normal starting lineup.
Payson Seymour, Brian Ray, their head coach, assisted by Cody Ash, Tim Southers, and Andy Wagner, 15-2, and their lineup looks like this. At a guard is a 6-foot junior, Lucas Luce. At another guard, the 5'10 senior Hayden Hildebrand, and at the third guard is a 6'2 senior Tanner Kennedy. Hildebrand is a junior. Schwartz will start at the fourth guard spot, really can shoot the three, the 6'2 junior, and Garrett Brink plays at the big spot for them at the forward. He is a 6'3 senior. Brink, Schwartz, Hildebrand, Kennedy, and Luce for the Payson Seymour Indians. For the squad from West Central, Ryan Seasting, their head coach, assisted by Travis Sievers and Bill Jocko, 13-5 on the season. They'll start at a guard, a 6-foot junior, Gabe Cox. At another guard spot is the 6'2 junior, Drew Evans, and at the third guard is the 6'3 senior, Aaron Brown. At a forward, he's the 6'2 freshman, Ryan Moore, and at the other four, the 6'5 junior, Cole Howard. Howard, Moore, Evans, Brown, and Cox for the 13-5 West Central Cougars. The winner plays Triopia on Thursday evening at 7:30. The loser will play at 6 o'clock against Porta AC Central. So no matter what, you've got a tough matchup in your next game and a tough one here. Hey, we want to say congratulations to Carrollton's Hannah Crumley at 7 points in the first quarter tonight, 1,500 for her career.
You know who's refereeing tonight? The first three guys that called back on their answering machine when Adam Brockhouse was looking for referees, but they got a good crew again tonight.
All right, Howard will jump for West Central. Schwartz for Payson Seymour. The tip is up and controlled by the Indians as Hildebrand will bring it up against the pressure of West Central. Right side of the basketball is Schwartz. He'll take it out front to Luce. Luce looks for an opening. Patient there to Kennedy left side. Top of the key, Hildebrand. Just underway here in the first quarter in this semifinal matchup at the 97th Annual Winchester Invitational Tournament. Brink, left side, Schwartz, works off of the screen, finds Brink on the little pick and roll. He fakes, dishes down low to Kennedy, in between his hands to Luce. Out top to Kennedy, little give and go back down to Hildebrand. Fadeaway shot is good. Hayden Hildebrand with his first two of the game and gives the Seymour High Indians their first lead of the contest, 2-0, 7:19 to play in the first.
Hildebrand knew Howard would be there, so he faded away to make that one.
Evans with the ball left side to Brown. Brown, the senior in the starting lineup. Down low, Howard finds Moore. His shot blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with West Central underneath.
Cole Schwartz showed his jumping ability there, and he and Lucas Luce are a little tougher to go up against if you're not Cole Howard.
And we saw Moore have a double-double, though, in the last contest for West Central. He's a special freshman.
He can really jump, too. Did you see him in the pregame? Wow.
A minute into this first quarter, 2-0 the advantage for Payson Seymour. West Central on the attack as Cox has the basketball. Hands it off to Moore. Right side it goes to Evans. Fakes the three. Now he'll fire from downtown. Rattles in and out, no good. Rebound down to Luce for Payson Seymour. Outlet to Kennedy into the front court. He'll kick it left side. Schwartz off to Kennedy. On the wing for three, no good. Rebound coming in and grabbing the board is Evans, his first of this contest. 6:33 to play in the first. Cox takes it into the front court. Little hesitation move. Fakes the pass. Drive. Shot up, no good. But a foul going to be called on the floor against one of the Seymour Indians.
Oh, I thought they were going to call it a shooting foul, but I guess not. Was that a Hildebrand?
2 shots. You're right.
Hildebrand's going to pick up the foul, his first team first. I already had 2 punched up there for Cox to shoot and try to tie this game. 6:30 left first quarter. As I've told you in the tournament, other than Western, not many have been good free throw shooters in this tournament. But Cox proves me wrong and makes the first. And he's made it a 2-1 ball game in the early going with Payson in the lead. And Gabe Cox, just a junior, makes them both, and we're tied at 2.
2-all on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Into the front court quickly come the Indians as Schwartz gets it to Luce. Out top, Kennedy. Steps into the pass there, works it right side to Schwartz. Now Hildebrand, who's got the first and only basket of the game so far for Payson Seymour. Brink, out top, Kennedy to Hildebrand. Down on the block to Brink. He'll kick it back out to Hildebrand. Fakes the three, drives in to Brink in the paint. Luce, Schwartz, Kennedy right side. Wants Brink to come out and set the screen. Looking for him on the pick and roll. Drives in, shot up, no good. Altered on the shot and on the rebound. A foul going to be whistled against Garrett Brink of Payson Seymour.
Garrett Brink picks up the foul, his first, team second. And he's really been nervous about Howard. He does not want to go up against him. And then that last time he had a kind of an even roll, just made it a little short. And then in the frustration, as many high school kids do, he commits the foul.
West Central with a chance to take their first lead. Moore with it out front. Looks top of the key to Cox for a tray on the way, no good. Rebound tipped up by Howard, now poked away from behind, and the rebound finally is secured by Kennedy. Into the front court, Hildebrand to Kennedy. He'll put it on the floor. Pull-up shot from the free throw line, too hard. Rebound soaring to grab it is Brown, his first. Into the front court come the Cougars. Evans has it nearly stolen away by Kennedy, but he steps on the end line, so no turnover. It's just West Central ball out on the baseline here.
Now they're packed in, and Payson's brought a good crowd. There's a lot of blue in the stands tonight.
5:35 to play in the first. Inbounds comes out to Brown. Works it left side, Cox. Game tied at 2, 5:30 to play in the first. Winner gets Triopia on Thursday. Here's a pass that finds Moore to Cox. Gets it to Howard at the free throw line. Kicks it back out to Cox. Top of the key, Evans, straight on three ball on the way. Good from downtown. Makes it a 5-2 advantage for the Cougars on the first lead change of the night. 5:09 to play in the first. How will Payson Seymour respond here? Kennedy with it, free throw line, Brink. Back to Kennedy on the wing. Gets a screen from Brink. He'll throw it back out top to Luce. Luce with the drive in. Spins, dishes right side. Brink wasn't ready for it, had to run it down. To Luce, now Kennedy. 4:52 to play in the first. 5-2 advantage for West Central. Top of the key, Luce. To Schwartz. Back out front, Kennedy. Right side, Luce. West Central not putting much pressure on the Indians, much outside that three-point line with the exception of Cole Schwartz. Now Kennedy, free throw line, Brink. Top of the key, Hildebrand on the left wing to Kennedy. In and out they go with it here. Drive in to Kennedy, right side to Hildebrand. In the corner, Schwartz for a three, trying to answer too hard. Rebound run down by Brown, his second. He'll work it to Cox. 4:17 to play in the first. A 5-2 lead and the basketball for West Central here. Cougars will give it to Brown now to play the point. He'll dribble, drive inside, kicks it out to Cox in the corner for a three, too short. Nobody hot from downtown to start this game. Halfway home in this first quarter, it's still a 5-2 advantage for West Central. Right side, Schwartz to Kennedy. Over to Luce. Now Hildebrand left side. Free throw line to Brink. Back out to Schwartz, right side, Luce. Luce with Cox guarding him to Brink in the paint. Has it swiped away by Cox if he can secure it, and he does. First turnover by Payson Seymour. Cox with a larceny. Into the front court finds Howard. He'll rise, shoot, missed it short. Rebound Luce, and will be run down in the corner by Moore. Off to Cox. Moore, good hustle to get the extra possession. They'll throw it down to Howard. From the baseline is good. 7-2 Cougars. 3:23 to play in the first. 7-0 run by West Central after Payson led 2-0. Payson Seymour not hot from the three-point line, and it makes it tougher. They're not a big squad. Side Hildebrand, down to Luce. Back out to Hildebrand, turns down the three, drives in. His little floater is no good. Rebound is pulled down by Moore. Into the front court is Cox. The 7-2 lead and the basketball for West Central. Cox works it left side to Brown. Brown back out top. Cox gets it to Howard. Fakes the ball hand up. Now does hand it off to Brown. Just inside the arc. He finds the mark, and the Cougars shooting it well here in the first, taking 9-2 advantage. 2:38 to play in the first. On the Trash Queen scoreboard. Top of the key, Schwartz. Right side it goes to Kennedy. Off the screen from Brink. He might have got away with a double dribble there. Looks for an opening, in some trouble. Finds Hildebrand out top. 2:23 to play in the first. A 9-2 advantage for West Central. Luce gets it left side for the Seymour Indians. Off of the screen from Brink. Right wing, Kennedy for the three. No good. Rebound to Evans, his second board. A lot of one-and-done opportunities for Payson Seymour. And with just over 2 minutes to play in the first, it's 9-2 West Central.
One's 1 for 7, the other one's 4 for 7.
Here's a lob down to Howard. Rises, shoots, missed it. Rebound to Kennedy. His third board already. Doesn't have numbers. Still going to press it inside, though. Works it out on the wing to Hildebrand for a tray. It's too hard. Payson's over the three-point line, and Howard grabs the defensive board, his first. 1:45 to play in the first. Cox with a dribble drive. Stutter step inside. Off the glass, no good. Howard tips, gets the board, goes back up. Shot won't fall, but he's fouled. And Cole Howard to the stripe for the first time tonight.
Howard's got 2 points and 2 boards, one on each end. His team leads 9-2, a 9-0 run, 1:38 left in the first quarter. Payson's extremely patient tonight, almost too much so, I think. Howard's first one is up and off the side of the rim, no good. Cole's had a couple of layups not go in, and that's not something he's been doing much of this year. Brink sits down, and we'll try to pick up the guy who's in the ball game. Tanner Kerfman in for the first time tonight, wearing the number 22. The junior Howard puts the second one up off the left side. Kennedy gets the rebound on the miss, his fourth.
Into the front court, Kennedy gets it to Hildebrand. 1:30 to play in the first. Payson's been held to 2 points. Kerfman to Luce. He'll drive inside. In between the defenders and in for two. Luce dribbling through guys like they were cones and now tries to steal the inbounds pass and is called for the foul.
Luce will pick up the foul. That will be Lucas's first, team third. West Central are team fourth, it says, and West Central does not have a foul so far, but Payson hasn't forced the issue.
1:23 to play in the first. 9-4 advantage for the West Central squad as Kaufman gets it in to Cox. Out top, Howard to Cox right side. Wide open three, short, and the rebound down to Hildebrand for Payson Seymour. He'll take it into the front court for the guys in blue and white. To Luce out top. Kennedy gets it to Kerfman in the middle. I like what Kerfman brings to this squad. Right side Luce, drives in the corner to Schwartz. Schwartz, three ball, way long. On the air ball, Kaufman comes down with the board, his first. Off to Cox, we're under a minute to play in the first. Cox drives coast to coast, layup off the glass is good. Gabe Cox with 4, makes it 11-4 West Central. 42 ticks to play in the first. Tying their largest advantage of the contest. Kennedy with the drive. Now he's got it poked away. Ball loose on the court, and stealing it away was Brown, but then he lost his footing and is called for traveling. So the two teams trade turnovers.
He fell and rolled over that time. So
2 and 1. 2 and 1. Payson's got 2 so far.
Ball out of bounds for the Seymour Indians as Luce will throw it in. 34.7 seconds to play in the first. They trail West Central 11-4.
A little into the ball game for West Central.
Right side, Luce gets it on the wing, out to Kennedy. He'll work it back to Luce. Right side, he'll fire a tray. Yeah, it goes in, pops back out. Kerfman's got the offensive board. Got to get out of the lane. Does so to Hildebrand for a tray. It's good from downtown. Hayden Hildebrand with 5, makes it 11-7 with 15 seconds to play in the first. West Central with a chance to build on that lead before the quarter ends. They'll also get the ball to start the second quarter. 8 seconds now. Cox gets the screen from Moore. Free throw line, pull up, jump shot, bottom of the net for Cox. 13-7, inbounds pass Kennedy. He'll throw it three-quarter court, no good. And after a quarter, it's West Central 13. Payson Seymour 7, back with second quarter play-by-play after this.
Dear Western Grain Service is your progressive feed and grain resource for Western Illinois. They offer a full range of feed products for all species and many grain merchandising opportunities with locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Western Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461 or on the web at dearwestergrain.com. Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233, 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Bob Ray, Jesse Shootman, and new to their staff, Triope and Kansas State grad Emily Carls. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
West Central leads at 13-7. They are 7 of 11 from the field. That is shooting at a 76% percentage, or about a 67, I should say. 1 of 5 from the arc, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Payson just 3 of 13. West Central with the basketball. Second 8-minute quarter coming right your way.
Evans inbounds it to Little. Also out there, Cox, Moore, and the fifth man is Kaufman. So a little different look here for West Central. They've got Howard on the bench. Here's a drive in by Kaufman. Has the ball knocked away. It's loose underneath. Coming out of there with his Little. He'll rise and score. Little with his first 2 makes it a 15-7, 8-point lead for the Cougars. Payson on the other side has Kerfman, Kennedy, Hildebrand, Schwartz, and Luce. Not an extremely deep squad. In fact, West Central has a pretty major advantage in that category. Luce with it out front. Works it to Kennedy. A lot of hands on him from Kaufman. Down on the block now, Luce. Called for the offensive foul. Who drew the charge underneath? That was Cox.
Luce's second foul, team 5th. 7:15 left second quarter. Turnover number 3 against Payson. Here comes Brown back in, Howard back in. Little sits down, Kaufman sits down. I like what the Kaufman kid adds, but he just tries to be a little bit too aggressive on the offensive side.
Robert Miller going to come in on the other side, and Luce takes a chair for Payson Seymour. 7:09 to play in the first, and now Miller called for the reach-in foul in the backcourt.
His first, team 6th already, none against West Central. And you know somebody's going to say, well, it's 6-0 on the fouls. Well, Payson hasn't forced the issue.
Somebody will say, you got to call both ways. Well, if one team is fouling and the other is not, You don't have to call fouls.
That's exactly right.
Against the team that's not fouling. There's nothing in the rule book that says that. 7 minutes to play in the half, a 15-7 lead for West Central. They'll lob it down low to Howard. He'll rise to miss an easy one. Rebound down to Moore. He'll put it back up and in. And then we'll see a foul called against Howard. And he'll be called for the little bump afterwards.
Howard picks up the foul, his first, team first. It's the third time he's been in close and hadn't been able to get it to pay off. He's got a basket. Cole just needs to keep going up aggressively.
Lucky he wasn't called for more than just a regular foul there. He might have thrown an elbow. Kerfman, right side Kennedy, gets the screen from Kerfman. They're really running hard through the screens as West Central. To Hildebrand, 6:37 to play in the half. 17-7, a 10-point lead for West Central. Now a pass finds Hildebrand. Some would call it luck. I like to call it, well, luck, I guess. Left side Kennedy. That pass was meant to be a backdoor and not to the intended man that it got to there. Hildebrand out top Kerfman, left side Miller. Miller will get it right side Kennedy. Fakes the three. Gets it out front. Ball stolen away. Picked off here by Evans. Check that. That's Brown on the steal. He'll put it up and in. Brown with 4. It's 19-7 West Central. The lead is a dozen with 6:04 to play in the half on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Here's a steal by Howard. Howard with the larceny. Layup at the other end. Up and good. It's 21-7. 5:55 to play in the half. No timeout here for Payson Seymour. Down 14 with 5:47 to play in the second quarter. Miller to Schwartz left side. Fakes the deep three. He'll work off of the screen. Right wing Hildebrand. Out top Schwartz. Schwartz will put it on the deck. He travels. No, instead of foul going to be called. It'll be ball out of bounds for Payson Seymour.
I think Evans. Nope. Cox. Cox picks up the foul, his first, team's second. Turnovers now on Payson, 5, 1 on West Central.
Underneath here for the Payson Seymour Indians. Ball out front will go to Hildebrand near the half-court line. Right side to Schwartz. 5:30 to play in the half. Schwartz drives in. Little floater up too hard. Rebound down to Howard for West Central. His second board. Now the ball poked away. He goes down on the floor after it, and it will be off of Payson Seymour out of bounds.
Right now, Kennedy trying to kind of frustrate Howard, and it's working so far. Cole, the junior, just needs to keep his head.
5:20 to play in the second quarter. West Central with a 14-point lead and the basketball. Cox near the sideline right side against Hayden Hildebrand. Sprint opening, throws the long skip pass in the corner to Evans. Now he fakes, drives baseline, tried to throw a pass, stolen away. Hildebrand with the steal into the front court. He'll throw one up at the rim, no good, as he kind of got caught in no man's land. Indecision whether he should shoot it or pass it. And then on the rebound, a foul going to be called on Robert Miller.
His second, team 7th, bonus the rest of this 5 minutes of the second quarter. 4:58 left in the quarter. Brink back in, and sitting down is Hildebrand, who just kind of got caught in the middle, like you said.
To the free throw line is Cox. 4:58 to play in the half. 21-7 is the advantage for West Central.
2 of 4 is West Central. 4:58 left in the half, and Cox makes his third in a row. And Gabe's got 7 points tonight. Best offensive first half we've seen him have. Makes it a 22-7 lead. That is the biggest of the contest. Second one up is also good. Give Cox 8.
West Central threatening to blow out Payson Seymour here. 4:53 to play in the half, up 23-7. They've been impressive on the offensive end, but even maybe more so on the defensive side. Schwartz drives in, shot up no good, fouled. He'll shoot a pair.
Moore will pick up the foul, his first, third team foul. And the nice thing about West Central is they've spread them around. 4:58 left in half. First free throws for Payson. Schwartz will shoot a pair.
You feel like West Central's physicality has been a difference in this game, and it seems like they are much more physical on the defensive end.
When you're 1 of 8 from the three-point line, that's probably a lot of it with Payson. That doesn't open up the middle much. And Schwartz makes his first of the game, a free throw, his first point. Makes it 23-8. You got to make some threes if you're Payson. Second one also good. You know, their pressure's not going to bother the guards as much as it does some other teams that aren't quite as physical.
Payson really hasn't pressured much. Now they will in the backcourt. It's Cox looking for some help. Ball stolen away. Schwartz with a steal. He'll drive into the front court. Spin move in the paint. Shot up good as he hung in the air. And one here for Cole Schwartz. That was a big boy take to the rim that time.
He's got 4. Foul on West Central. Who's it going to be on? Well, let's see. They're going to call that on Kaufman. Kaufman's first.
That time, Cox knew the double team was coming his way, tried to split it with the dribble, and then after it was stolen away, he was kind of turned around looking for his teammates and saying, who's coming to help here?
The old-fashioned three-point play, the way of Swartz, who's got 4 in the last 8 seconds. 23-11, 23-12, and you got to watch out for Payson, just like Western, who was down 11-0 the other night. They start hitting it, they can come back.
4:25 to play in the half. Their coach Brian Ray has not left the bench the entire night. Doesn't seem real nervous if he is. Here's Howard, down low, ball poked away. Kaufman runs it down low to save the possession for West Central.
West Central's turned it over 3 times in about 2 minutes.
Cox, left side, Evans. Holds it deep on the wing, now works it out to Cox with Miller guarding him. Already has 2 fouls. Cox tries to go in, ball swatted out of there by Schwartz. Out of bounds, it'll be Payson Seymour ball, is that right?
Probably the shortest block I've ever seen, but it must have went off somebody, so it's a missed shot. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's Payson ball. I don't know if Cody Ash is standing or sitting right now.
They could cut it down to single digits with just under 4 minutes to play, could Payson Seymour. Out top, Schwartz. He'll work at top of the key, Brink, right side, Kennedy. Patient with it is Payson Seymour to Schwartz out front. On the wing to Brink. Luce is on the bench with 2 fouls, so don't have to worry about him if you're West Central at this point. Right side, Brink.
Kennedy with no points.
That is a rarity. Right side, Miller. Miller with the drive, kicks it out to Kennedy. Left side 3. The left-hander shot is short. Rebound, Kerfman gets another offensive board. Down to Kennedy. He's caught into a double team, out of it to Miller, and he has a pass that somehow he gets back there. Cox had it, and he basically threw it right back to Miller. And now Cox will get a steal. No, he won't. Schwartz is on the floor after it. Held ball, it'll be Payson Seymour ball on the alternating possession arrow. That will allow both teams to have some substitutes. We'll see Gilmore in for Payson Seymour. Lane Gilmore, the 5'9 senior, replaces Miller. On the other side, Moore returns, and Kaufman heads to the bench for the squad from West Central.
Would have been Payson's 6th turnover, but they were able to keep fighting for it and get it back.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how. West Central had steals 2 times there and just couldn't take it. Right side, Brink. Out top, Schwartz. 3 ball is way off the mark. I mean by 3 feet to the left, and the rebound into West Central's hands. Evans on the run out. His shot blocked. Rebound pulled down by Moore. Tried to throw a pass in the paint. Over the top of the man goes the Seymour defender, and a timeout given to West Central. 2:52 to play in the half, 23-12. The lead for the Cougars. Back with you after this.
Home-cooked meals, delicious tenderloins, a complete menu for breakfast, lunch, and supper with a couple of my personal favorites, a Granny's omelet and the one they call the mess. Are you getting hungry yet? Buck and Joe's 2 in Winchester. Here's how you find Buck and Joe's 2. Drive on 106 around Winchester. Look for the parking lot full of cars and trucks. Take my advice. I know good food. When you're hungry, minutes from the Interstate 72, and home cooking with Dan Burke doing the dishes. Open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. Sunday, 5:30 to 2. Buck and Joe's in Winchester.
Payson trails 23-12 to West Central. Payson just 4 of 18 from the field. West Central 11 of 18. 3 of 3 from the free throw line for Payson. 4 of 6 for West Central. Got to make some shots. That's a biggie. 1 of 10 from the arc for Payson. That's unusual for them.
It'll be West Central ball out of bounds. They were on the floor after it, and Coach Ryan Seaston called the timeout. Cougars ball, looking for an opening here on the inbounds. They get it into Moore. Moore rises, shoots, and scores. And Ryan Moore, the freshman, with another 2. He's got 4, makes it 25-12. 2:40 to play in the half. Gilmore with the basketball. It worked the ball out front to Schwartz. Now on the right side, Kerfman. In the corner it goes to Kennedy. Tries the baseline move around the man and in for the reverse layup. Kennedy with his first 2 of the night, 25-14, 2:25 to play in the half on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Evans near the half-court line finds Cox. Cox will look to Moore. Pass was a little bit hard. He had to run it down, throws a pass out near the half-court line that Cox somehow was able to secure.
He was almost on that half-court line.
He and Thompson both showed their quickness of being able to go out there and save a ball out that way.
That had to be very close to over and back. Now Moore down low finds an open man. Shot put up by Cox in the paint, no good. Rebound down to Kennedy. Into the front court with the basketball. Right side to Brink. to Kennedy. He'll work it on the wing to Gilmore for a three. Good. Lane Gilmore from downtown, and now on the inbounds pass, Kerfman called for the reach-in foul.
Boy, Kerfman's come in and given him some life, though, hasn't he? 8th team foul, his first. Almost another steal.
Almost another foul on Cox, too. Cox really initiated contact on Kerfman that time. And
how about Gilmore?
Oh.
Throwing in a three. 25-17 the score right now. Cox on the other side, who's 4 for 4 from the free throw line, will shoot the 1-and-1. He's got 8 already, make it 9. And Gabe Cox having a night. 26-17, 1:45 left in the half. You know, Triopia went over to Payson and beat Payson and fairly handily, quite honestly. And maybe West Central got to see that film. Cox makes another, and he's 6 for 6 from the free throw line, got 10 points.
27-17, 1:40 to play in the half. West Central on top. Payson Seymour has the basketball. Gilmore with it left side. Drives the baseline. Now he's caught down there. Has to throw it back out to Schwartz. Top of the key, Kennedy fakes the three. Has the freshman more on him. So he wants to expose that matchup. Instead, he just throws a pass that's right to Cox. Into the front court, down to Moore, who rises, shoots, and scores. It's at 29-17. Moore with 6. Lead out to 12 with 1:13 to play. Left side, Gilmore to Kennedy. Kennedy will throw the bounce to Brink. Back door to Schwartz. Fakes, puts it up, and can't get it to go. Rebound to Howard. Howard with his 5th board of the contest. Outlet pass to Cox with a minute to play in the half. Cox now loses the dribble, saves it alive to Brown. Back to Cox. A 12-point lead and the basketball for West Central here in the final 48.5 seconds of this half, and a reach-in foul going to be called against Schwartz.
His first 9th team foul. I guess it makes some sense, but Schwartz kept trying to get that foul, and he just fouled a guy who's 6 for 6 from the free throw line. 1-and-1 situation, 48.5 seconds left in the half, 29-17. The lead was 23-7 actually at one time, 16 points. And Cox makes another, and he's 7 for 7 from the free throw line and has 11 points. 30-17. Sitting down is Cole Howard. His coach does not want him to pick up a foul in the last 48 seconds of the quarter. Second one up by Cox, and he's money tonight, 8 for 8. He's got 12.
31-17, 44 seconds to play in the half. Brink with it left side. He'll work it out top to Kerfman. Now right side, Kennedy. Kennedy will be patient with it. Now puts it on the deck against Moore. Passes it off right side, Schwartz. Schwartz with a pass to Kerfman. Back out to Schwartz behind the arc. 27 seconds to play in the half. To Kerfman on the right side. He'll throw it out front, Kennedy. Kennedy fakes, now drives the lane. Little floater up, good for Kennedy. He's got 4. 31-19, 15 seconds till the play in the half, and West Central with a chance to beat the buzzer here. Up by 12. Cox, left side, Brown back to Cox with 5. He'll cross over, drive in the corner. Brown for 3, good! As the buzzer sounds, 34-19. The advantage for West Central over Payson Seymour at the halftime break. Halftime stats and analysis your way after this.
Are you searching for a bank that's a slam dunk? Get into the game today at Great Rivers Bank in Barry, Liberty, and Pittsfield for products with great rates and folks you will love having on your team. Find us online at greatriversbank.bank or call 217-335-2393 for all the details. Make your deposit today. It's as easy as that layup the tall kid just made. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Together, we build. It's more than just a tagline at John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. It's our way of life. Our team is committed to building high-quality, custom-built commercial and residential facilities to fit the needs of your family or business. From design, new construction, renovation, and repairs, we have the expertise to turn your project into reality. Call us for a free quote at 217-248-6196. That's 248-6196. Or check us out on Facebook. John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. Together, we build.
At Country Financial, we know everyone's situation is unique, and we believe that even the biggest goals start with simple steps. So when it comes to protecting the things you love and planning for the future, don't get overwhelmed. Get started today with John Hibbert, your Country Financial agent in Camp Point, Illinois. That's John Hibbert, your Country Financial agent. Call 217-593-6819. John Hibbert, Country Financial, 217-593-6819.
Geared Up is your local choice for custom apparel and awards. No matter the season, sport, or event, we've got the gear to make it a success. Ask us about our fundraising program, available to all schools, businesses, and community organizations. Check us out online at www.wegearyouup.com or call 217-473-6290. That's 473-6290 for Geared Up, custom apparel, and awards.
It's a 34-19 lead at half for West Central on top of Payson Seymour here in the
For all of your commercial and residential trash
West
pickup
Central
needs,
went
call
13-7
Trash.
after one quarter, and they put up 21 points in that second quarter compared to this 12 for Payson Seymour to take this 34-19 lead into the halftime break. 3 turnovers for West Central. Payson had 7 in the first half of play. Fouling situation looks like this for West Central. 5 team fouls in the half. Let's see, single foul against Cox, Moore, Evans, and also a single foul in the first half on Kaufman for West Central. For Payson Seymour, they were whistled for 9 team fouls, 2 apiece on Miller and Luce, and then a single foul on Hildebrand, Kerfman, Schwartz, and Brink. 34-19, the advantage for West Central on top of Payson Seymour. Jack's back with the rest of your halftime stats after this.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
For all of your commercial and residential trash pickup needs, call Trash Queen, serving Pike, Scott, and Morgan counties with affordable residential trash service and roll-off dumpsters. We're proud to be locally owned and operated and want to earn your business. Give us a call to find out just how affordable our rates really are. Call Trash Queen at 217-320-4320. That's 217-320-4320. Or check us out on Facebook. Trash Queen, our business is picking up. At the First National Bank of Beardstown, you come first. We're dedicated to helping you in any way we can with a full line of financial products delivered by caring, experienced professionals. With locations in Beardstown, Murrayville, and Winchester, we're here to serve the region with your banking needs. Contact our Winchester location at 217-742-3134 or visit us online at bankingyoufirst.com. The First National Bank of Beardstown, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today.
34-19, the 15-point lead for West Central at halftime. They've led by as much as 16 in the ball game. Payson Seymour, 7 of 22, 36.8%, 2 of 11 from the arc, 18%, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Led in scoring by Hayden Hildebrand, who had 5 in the first quarter. Cole Schwartz with 5 points. Tanner Kennedy with 4, 2 for Lucas Luce, and a 3 for Lane Gilmore. West Central 14 of 22, 63.6%, 2 of 6 from the arc, 33%, 8 of 10 from the free throw line, all 8 of those the way of Gabe Cox, who leads his team with 12 points, 6 for Ryan Moore, 2 for Braden Little, 7 for Aaron Brown. Drew Evans has a 3, 4 points for Cole Howard. Howard adds 5 boards, and on the other side, Kennedy with 5 boards for Payson Seymour in the first half. Payson got their work cut out for them, 34-19 at halftime. West Central having it their way. College basketball top 25 with 49 seconds left. Syracuse leads number 1 Duke 85-84. Number 11 Florida State, 2:43 left in the second half. Pittsburgh beating them 64-55. Wisconsin trails number 19 Maryland 23-10 halfway through the first half. Kansas and Texas start just a little bit. Nebraska, unrated, beats number 25 Indiana in a conference game 66-51. 34-19 at halftime here. We take a break. We'll come back with more after these.
At Cascom, we're proud to provide the communication services you need to get the most from today's technology. Our people make it happen. We're part of your community, and we take pride in delivering excellent customer service. If you ever have a question, give us a call. We're here to help. Cascom, connecting our community.
When you or your family are feeling under the weather, you can count on Illini Express in Pittsfield. Illini Express is a walk-in clinic located on the south side of the Pittsfield Square and is open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. $75 is the charge and can be billed to your insurance. Children must be at least 18 months old. Illini Express opens 7 to 7 Monday through Saturday and on major holidays 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Illini Express, a partner of Illini Community Hospital in Pittsfield.
The team at Pike County Real Estate specializes in residential homes, commercial properties, tillable, and hunting land in west central Illinois and northeastern Missouri. We treat our clients with the utmost respect and do our very best to connect buyers and sellers together to best suit the needs of our customers. See our current properties at www.pikecorealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for Pike County Real Estate. At Lanham Chiropractic, their mission is to ensure that they guide each patient to the possibility and enjoyment of a healthier you. Dr. Chris Lanham works together with each patient to identify the cause of the chiropractic issue and address it through chiropractic care, proper nutrition, and natural supplements, all while utilizing honest and trusting communication. If you're looking for a hands-on chiropractor who's proud to call this area home, call Dr. Chris Lanham at Lanham Chiropractic in Pittsfield at 217-285-6300.
Almost ready to start the second half of play. It's a 34-19 advantage for West Central here at the halftime break. And Damon, what do the Payson Seymour Indians need to do to get back into this contest?
Well, they need to pick up their defensive intensity for one. Payson has always been the type that when their defense is creating turnovers, they're playing well, and they just didn't have good intensity in that first half, and it showed. And the other thing is they need to realize they can't cut into this 15-point deficit all at once. They're just going to have to work their way back into the game, try to get it to around a 7 or 8 point game at the end of the quarter if they can, and then work their way back in that second or in the fourth quarter as well.
It's tough to pressure this West Central squad. As they say, Damon, speed kills, and they have speed.
Yeah, that's one thing that they do have to their advantage. And even their big man, Cole Howard, he can handle the basketball pretty much as well as anybody out on the court. So he's able to utilize that to his advantage as well. So Payson's just going to have to try to limit West Central to one shot, and they're also going to have to hope that West Central cools off a little bit here in the second half, as they shot very well that first 16 minutes of play.
West Central will have the basketball. They put out on the court Brown, Cox, Howard, Evans, and Moore, their original starters. Payson counters with Schwartz, Brink, Luce, Kennedy, and Hildebrand. They'll let some fans find their seats here at the Winchester Elementary School Gymnasium before putting the ball in play here. And we're ready to start the second half. A 15-point lead and the basketball for West Central. Cox has it to Evans, left side Brown. Brown dishes in the corner to Cox. Can't get a three there. Instead, back out front to Brown. Brown's left open. He'll dish it to Cox in the wing. Baseline Evans. Back out top Brown. Brown will put it on the deck to Cox, left side. Three ball on the way. Good. And a good start to the second half by West Central. They lead 37-19 with 7:33 to play in this third quarter. They just put so many shooters on the floor as West Central. It makes it tough to guard. Brink right side Schwartz. Schwartz will try the drive in, rises, shoots, and scores from 6. Cole Schwartz with what?
7.
7 points now. Into the front court, though. They find Moore wide open underneath. His shot blocked by Luce. Rebound on the play, saved in, and Hildebrand comes out of there with it to Schwartz. Into the front court, Kennedy for a three in transition, good. 37-24, 7 minutes to play in the third. Kennedy was 7. I think we're going to see a lot closer game before this is said and done, don't you? Here's Cox with it. West Central hopes not. They hope to keep the foot on the gas and put this one away. Evans, in the corner it goes to Cox. Looking down low. Throws it out front to Brown for a three, and the answer too hard. Rebound, skying high for it is Brink, and Moore called for the foul.
That'll be Ryan Moore's second, first team foul of the half against the Cougars. As Charlie told you, Brink skied high for the rebound. That was his first of the ballgame.
Brink can really jump, too.
He does. He got up there really high on that one, and right now Payson, if they would hit a three, has a chance to cut this lead down to 10.
6:30 to play in the third, 37-24 on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Here's Kennedy left side. Across they go, and they tried to find the man in the corner in Schwartz, and overthrew him. A turnover on the Seymour Indians is their 9th. Call it 8th. 6:25 to play in the third. The 13-point lead and the ball for West Central. Cox and the Cougars bring it into the front court. Looks to the bench for the play call here. Throws a pass out to Evans, with Hildebrand pressuring him out front. Works a pass down low. It's tipped and stolen away by Luce. Luce was on the bench with foul trouble in the first half, but he's out there now and got the steal. Luce has the ball now in the front court, drives in, and a blocking foul going to be whistled against one of the Cougars.
That'll be Gabe Cox's second. Second team foul of the half against the Cougars. 37-24, West Central with the lead. It'll be Payson Seymour basketball underneath their own basket with 6:02 to play here in the third quarter.
Inbounds comes out to Luce. Left side, Schwartz. Three ball on the way is no good. Rebound, Howard skies high for the board for the Cougars. Into the front court, Evans with the dribble. Hesitates, now drives in. Puts one up off the side of the backboard, no good. Howard with the board, kicks it out to Cox. Fakes the pass, goes to the rim, and scores. And then he steals the inbounds pass. Cox with a steal. Down all by his lonesome in there, and he will get the possession for his squad. That was a heck of a ball fake that last time by Cox. Everybody was fooled, and he was in for an easy two, and then got that steal. He's got it out front. Works it left side. Evans for a three, no good. Rebound tipped, then Howard will get another board, and he's fouled from behind by Brink.
That's Howard's 8th rebound, and then on the loose ball, he was fouled by Garrett Brink. That's Brink's second, first foul of the half against Payson Seymour, as we see Brink head to the bench and Tanner Kerfman check back in for the first time this half for Payson Seymour.
5:21 to play in the third, a 15-point lead for West Central. That was their lead at the halftime break, was it not? Cox gets it in. He puts up a shot, no good, but he's fouled by Luce. Cox was the inbounder. He got it in, and then nobody took responsibility for him. Luce had to step in and try to block the shot, and he's called for his third foul.
That's his third, second foul of the half against the Indians, and it sends Gabe Cox to the line. Cox has 17 points, 17 of his team's 39 as they lead 39-24, make it 40-24 as Cox makes the first. 5:18 left to play here, third quarter action on the Trash Queen scoreboard. West Central's led by as many as 18. Their lead's back out to 17 right now as Cox makes them both.
41-24 with just over 5 minutes to play in the third. Kennedy to Luce. He'll work it out between the circles. Schwartz now left side. Kerfman thought about the three, instead to Hildebrand out top. To Kennedy, right side Luce. Trying to get an opening here is Payson Seymour. Now Hildebrand fakes. He'll drive in. Dishes back out to Kennedy for a three off the mark. Rebound out of bounds. Last touched by the Cougars. Payson is not hot from three. What are they in the game from three-point line?
Right now they're 3 of 14 from behind the arc. 1 of 3 here in the third quarter.
Luce with the basketball. He'll work it to Hildebrand right side. He'll fire a three. No good. Rebound is down to Howard for West Central. Into the front court. Evans on the pass from Cox on the full court find, and 2 for Evans. And it's a 19-point lead for the Cougars, their largest of the contest, with 4:35 to play in the third. Kerfman with it left side for Payson Seymour. He'll throw a pass out top to Kennedy. Kennedy will try the drive, denied there, kicks it out to Schwartz. Schwartz in, might have traveled, and he'll be called for it. Turnover on Payson Seymour here. He is their 10th of the contest. A 19-point lead and the basketball for West Central with 4:15 to play in the third. Howard out front. Looked down low through a pass that was right into the hands of Kennedy. Tried to force it in that time. Kennedy with the basketball finds Schwartz right wing. Turns down the three. He'll work it out to Luce. Luce will try the tray out top. No good. Rebound down to Howard. He's really racking up the rebounds now. Into the front court, Brown. Finds Evans. Left side fakes the three. Defender goes flying by. Kicks it to Brown out top. Cox. 3:47 to play in this third. Trying to make it a 20-plus point lead. Down low, Howard. Right side, Cox. Three ball, bang again. 46-24. 3:35 to play in the third. The Cougars rolling in this one. Loose with it. In the corner, it goes to Kerfman. He'll work it out top. Schwartz now right side, Hildebrand. It goes to Loose down the right side of the court. 46-24, Payson Seymour down big here. With just over 3 to play in the third. Kennedy to Schwartz right wing. Works it out to Loose. Looks for an opening. Kicks it out Kerfman to Schwartz. Left side, Hildebrand. Fakes. Out top, Loose. He'll try the dribble drive in. Little floater up, good off the glass. Cuts it down to a 20-point game with 3 minutes to play. But Payson's not been able to string together stops in this one. Cox with it out front to Howard. Right side to Cox. He'll work off of the Howard screen now. Shoots a three. It is not going to fall. Rebound. Schwartz kept it alive, and it goes into the hands of Hildebrand. 2:40 left in the third. Tanner Kennedy from the free throw line. Too hard. Rebound down to Moore for West Central. Off to Cox into the front court. Pass tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cougars. Last touch by Luce. Here's Gilmore into the game. Hildebrand sits down on the other side. Little and Kaufman return as Moore and Brown head to the bench for West Central. 2:30 to play in the third. 46-26. The Cougars in control here. Little to inbound. Does so to Cox. Sets up the offense for this West Central squad. Gets it to Kaufman. Skips it across the top to Evans. Looking down low. Howard fighting for position. Can't get it to him. Instead, they have to work it back out front to Cox. That's what makes this West Central team so dangerous, though. They can beat you in so many ways. Outside shot, inside game, transition. You want to slow it down, you want to speed it up, they can play any style. Here's Howard in the paint, shot up, count it, and he's fouled. Cole Howard with an and one opportunity here.
And the foul's going to be whistled against, looks like maybe Schwartz. Check that. Be on Tanner Kerfman. That's Kerfman's second, third foul of the half against Payson Seymour. And right now, Cole Howard at the line. Howard's got 7, looking to add to that, unable to do so. But the offensive rebound comes down to Kaufman.
To Evans, out top, Cox. Could have fired the three, instead pulls it out and sets up the offensive attack, up 22 with 1:50 to play in the third. Cox with the left side. To Little, right wing Evans. To Kaufman in the corner. Kaufman will work it back to Evans. Works off the screen from Howard. Well, behind the back with the dribble. Down to Howard on the block. Back out to Evans for a three. Short. Rebound on the offensive side, though, to Little. He'll put it on the deck. Throws a pass down to Kaufman. Kaufman will work it back out front to Cox with 1:24 to play in the third. Cougars dominating in every way, shape, and form of this contest with 1:15 to play in the third, leading 48-26. And now a reach-in foul called against Payson Seymour's Tanner Kennedy.
That's Kennedy's first. That is the 4th foul of the half against Payson Seymour. They trail by 22, 48-26. 1:14 to play here, third quarter action. West Central with the lead and the basketball.
They can be patient here. Cox has the basketball, gets it to Howard, right side Evans. Off of the Howard screen to Little. Right side back to Evans behind the arc. 1 minute to play in the third. Cox with it. Left wing Kaufman. Looks down low, nothing going there. He wants to throw it back out front to Cox. Now to Evans at the free throw line. Attacks the paint, shot up good. Howard with another 2. He's got, what, 9 now?
He's got 9, largest lead of the ball game at 24.
50-26. Loose, spins, shot blocked. Ball is, a foul going to be called here.
It was a weak whistle. Couldn't really hear it very well. As Kaufman is whistled.
It didn't make noise.
Kaufman's whistled for his second, third foul of the half against the Cougars. Lucas Luce at the line for Payson Seymour. First one from him is up and good. He's got 5.
More returns as Evans takes a quick breather. 37 seconds to play in this third quarter.
Lucas Luce at the line. Payson Seymour trailing by 23 as he makes 1 of 2, and Andrew Kaufman comes down with the board for West Central.
Cox will bring it up for the Cougars, up 50-27 with just under 30 seconds to play in this third quarter. Cox will just dribble. They're not even coming out and really pressuring him. Now Schwartz steps up to get a 5 count started with 12 seconds. Gets away from the man with 10. Cox dribbles towards the right wing. Now the top of the key. Spin move inside, and an offensive foul going to be called.
On Cox, I guess.
That'll be Cox's third. 4th foul of the half against West Central, and that'll be the 6th turnover of the ball game against the Cougars, as Cox will go to the bench as well as Cole Howard.
Connor Schroeder and Blake Galloway into the game, a pair of seniors. 5.5 seconds to play in the third. 50-27 the lead for West Central. Loose with it for Payson Seymour. 3-2, drives in, dishes off. Shot up at the buzzer is good from Kerfman and makes it 50-29. We head to the fourth quarter. It's all West Central here. Back with you after this.
The Bank of Bluffs and the Meridosha Community Bank, with 2 locations to serve you in Bluffs and Meridosha. My wife and I have a long history with the Bank of Bluffs and its friendly staff. When we have needed a friend in the banking world, the Bank of Bluffs has always been in the right place for us. The Bank of Bluffs, the small town bank with a big heart for customers. Plus, you are dealing with your friends and neighbors every day. Why be a number when the Bank of Bluffs will treat you with respect and as a friend? The Bank of Bluffs and the Meridosha Community Bank, member FDIC. Plum Creek Golf Course welcomes you to the Winchester Tournament. Book your wedding receptions, family or class reunions, or your next party under our brand new pavilion behind T-Box number 1. New members sign up now for $375 for the season. Best greens around, a clubhouse with new ideas every week. Call Sean at 217-742-9018. Plum Creek Golf Course, your choice to play around. Again, call Sean at 217-742-9018.
Ready to start the fourth and final quarter, a 50-29 lead for West Central over Payson Seymour.
After 3 quarters, Payson Seymour, 11 of 32 from the field for 34%, but just 3 of 16 from behind the arc. West Central is 20 of 33 from the field for 61%, 4 of 12 from behind the arc, and they are also 10 of 12 from the free throw line.
Payson Seymour will get the basketball to start the final quarter as Kennedy has it. He'll dish it off to Schwartz. Schwartz with the drive in, back to Kennedy, fires the 3 short. Rebound down to Kerfman. He'll put it back up, won't fall. This time Howard grabs the board for West Central. Off to Brown. Now to Cox, who takes it across. Dribbles toward the right wing. Looks out front. Ball is stolen away nearly by Luce. Now it's tied up. It'll be West Central ball on the alternating possession arrow. 7:35 remaining. 50-29, the advantage for the Cougars. We had one lead change in the contest. And we were tied 2 points apiece. That seems like a long, long time ago. You still remember. Ball out of bounds on the sideline for West Central. Comes into Cox, who's really done it all tonight for West Central, including pouring in, 22 points for him now?
Correct.
Work it down to Brown, who's wide open for an easy 2, and Brown's got 8. 52-29, 7:20 remaining. Payson just has no answer for this West Central squad. Luce tries to dribble drive, kicks it out top. Schwartz gonna fire a 3, no good. Rebound down to Gilmore on the offensive side to Luce. Off of the Kennedy screen to Kerfman. Left side it goes to Schwartz. He'll bounce it down on the baseline. That's to Kennedy, now Kerfman to Gilmore. Back out to Kennedy, top of the key. Kerfman for a 3, it's no good. And the rebound pulled in by Evans. It's Payson shooting from 3 now.
Payson is now 3 of 19 from the three-point line.
52-29, they trail West Central, 6:38 to play. Cox to Howard, hands it off to Brown. Brown drives, shot up no good. Rebound down to Moore on the offensive side, tied up down low, and on the possession arrow change, it'll favor West. Check that, Payson Seymour this time. So give Brown credit for the rebound and then to call it a turnover. A good hustle by the freshman Ryan Moore. Trying to get that second chance for his squad. We'll get a towel and wipe up some perspiration. The championship game of this tournament is scheduled for Thursday now. Triopia awaits the winner of this one. It sure looks like West Central is well on their way to that contest. The loser will play at 6 o'clock on Thursday against Porta AC Central. 6:29 to play. 52-29 is the advantage for West Central as Gilmore brings it up for Payson. To loose left side. Schwartz, right side Kennedy. Off of the screen, drives in, gets to the rim and scores. Kennedy with 9, 52-31. 6:13 left in this contest. Cox with the ball into the front court for West Central. Works it to Evans near the sideline right side. He'll put it on the floor one time, now has picked it up. Between the circles to Cox. They've had trouble staying in front of him tonight. He's still got the dribble with Luce trying to man up. Out top to Evans. Looks for an opening, wants to hand it back to Cox. 5:50 left in the contest, 52-31 Cougars. To Howard at the free throw line. Back out to Gabe Cox, top of the key, Evans for the three. Left-hander on the way, good from Evans. He's got another three, 8 points for him?
Yep, tying the largest lead of the contest at 24.
55-31, Luce trying to answer, no good. Rebound down and tipped around, pulled in by Cox. Pushes into the front court to Howard. Howard drives in, left it off, and threw it out of bounds. Was looking for Brown that time, and a turnover by West Central. Just their 7th of the game. 55-31, 5:23 left in this one. West Central is the 3 seed, Payson the 2 seed. We've had a couple of upsets in the tournament. This one is in convincing fashion. Now Luce drives the paint and is fouled on the floor by one of the Cougars.
That'll be the 5th foul of the half against West Central. Cole Howard is going to be whistled for his 2nd.
Inbounds pass coming here for the Indians to Schwartz for a deep 3. It's no good, and their 3-point shooting woes continue. And West Central gets the rebound. Cox into the front court to Howard. Had the ball poked away, stolen away by Schwartz. Schwartz on the run into the front court and is fouled by Evans.
Drew Evans whistled for his first, team foul number 6 of the half against West Central. 55-31, West Central with the advantage. 5:01 left to play here, 4th quarter action.
Gilmore with it for Payson Seymour. Left side Schwartz, deep 3 on the way, no good again, and another rebound here for West Central's Drew Evans. Into the front court, Moore. Power dribble, shot up no good, fouled by Schwartz.
That'll be Schwartz's 2nd, 5th foul against Payson Seymour this half. So it will send the freshman Ryan Moore to the line for West Central. Moore's got 6 points to go along with 4 rebounds in this one. And his team's leading by 24 with 4:49 to play. First free throw attempt for Moore is off the front of the rim, no good. He's got 1 shot remaining here. It's been all West Central in this one. They've led by as many as 24, which is what they currently lead by. 55-31, 4:49 to play in the ballgame. And now a 25-point lead as Moore hits the 2nd.
4:47 left. Luce with the basketball. 3-point shot in transition, no good. Rebound down to Moore. Off to Cox with 4:37 remaining. He'll take it into the front court. On the pass to Brown. You are in danger zone of a running clock here. Cox with it right side. Works it out to Evans. Knifes the lane. Will need some help now. Out top to Cox, fakes the 3. Drives inside. Little scoop shot up, no good. Rebound to Schwartz for Payson Seymour. He'll work the ball into the front court on the dribble. 4:11 remaining. Right side it goes to Kerfman, and he's fouled. With 4:08 to play, 56-31 advantage. And should be 1-1 here for Kerfman.
That's the 7th foul of the half against West Central. Howard's whistled for his 3rd. Aaron Brown will go to the bench for the Cougars as Kaufman checks back in.
Howard also sits down as Little returns to the game.
Tanner Kerfman's at the line for the Indians. His team trails to 31. Kerfman's good on the first, so he'll get the and one.
If he can make the second one, Hayden Hildebrand would check in for him. 4:08 remaining.
Second one from Kerfman is also good, and as Charlie told you, Hildebrand back in. Kerfman takes a seat.
Kerfman has played his role pretty well tonight. The Indians, they don't have anybody in double figures, is that correct?
Correct.
56-33, 4 minutes to play. Cox with the basketball, right side, Evans. Open, three, too hard. Rebound pulled in by Luce. Has picked up the dribble in the backcourt, needs some help. He finds Gilmore. Gilmore will shoot a long two, foot on the line, no good. Rebound down to Cox for West Central. He'll turn and take it quickly into the front court. Will Gabe Cox drives in, finds Kaufman off the glass and in for two. 58-33, 3:34 remaining. Hildebrand with it to Kennedy. Gonna fire a three, no good. Way off the mark, in fact. And the rebound pulled in by Kaufman, I do believe. Gets it to Cox. Cox with the crossover. Down to Little. Little rises, shoots, missed it. Rebound tipped around and Luce grabs it for Payson Seymour. Into the front court, Gilmore on the run out layup is good. 58-35, 3:09 remaining. Payson is not going to get any closer in this game. And a timeout going to be whistled for West Central. 3:03 to play, 58-35. West Central in control. Back with you after this.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Press Yours on You is celebrating 13 years as your source for school spirit wear. They can personalize varsity jackets, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, duffel bags, flags, and more. Show your school pride with a bumper sticker or window decal from Press Yours on You. Visit their online store at www.pressyoursonyou.com or visit them on Facebook. Press Yours on You, 506 West Wood on Highway 24 in Camp Point. Call 593-6031.
3:03 to play, 58-35 is the lead for West Central on top of Payson Seymour. Looking at that championship game, Triopia and West Central. Whew, what a matchup that is.
Evans and Howard back in the game during the timeout.
So West Central has their original starters in Brown, Evans, Cox, Howard, and Moore. Up 58-35 with just over 3 minutes to play. Evans will play the point, gets it to Cox. Cox with 22 points in the ballgame for West Central. He'll work it toward the wing right side. Man went flying to Gilmore. Out to Evans. Evans will pass it off on the wing to Brown. Back out to Evans. 2:45. Brown with the basketball. Back out front. Ball stolen away by Schwartz. Schwartz with a steal. He'll take it into the front court. Shot up no good, but he's fouled.
That was the 9th turnover of the ball game against West Central. And going to the line for the Indians will be Cole Schwartz. Schwartz has 7 points. He was fouled on the shot by Drew Evans. That'll be Evans' second.
Our last game, that might have been an intentional foul.
Schwartz unable to hit the first as we see Braden Little check back in for West Central. Evans takes a seat for the Cougars. 2:37 to play.
Yeah, you'd think you'd see them do some wholesale changing here in a moment.
Schwartz hits the second, so he makes 1 of 2.
2:35 remaining, 58-35. Left side with it is Brown. They work to drive in. Shot up is good by Brown. 60-35 with 2:20 remaining. Kennedy leaves it to Gilmore for a three. Good. Lane Gilmore with the tray. 60-39, 2:11 left. Cox with it into the front court for West Central. Wants somebody to come out. That somebody will be Brown now. Back out to Cox with 2 minutes remaining. Gets it to Howard. Throw it back out front to Cox. Dribbles toward the right wing. Throws a pass down low to Howard. Shot up no good. Rebound down to Hildebrand. To Kennedy in transition. He'll drive in. Little pull-up shot out the window is good. 60-41, 145 left. Cox into the front court for West Central. Toward the right wing. Now he'll pull it back out. Still 1:35 to play. This one just looking for a final score. Moore, ball poked away from behind. Last touched by Little, out of bounds off of West Central. Turnover on the Cougars, their 10th. Into the contest, Evans returns and sits down Little. 60-41, the lead for West Central with 1:28 remaining. Kennedy, left side, Gilmore three is blocked. Rebound down to the Cougars. Cox in transition, drives the paint, puts up a shot, it's good. 62-41, 1:11 left. Loose with the basketball, he'll fake a three, now force one up, trying to draw contact, no good. A rebound to Moore, to Cox, and he's fouled by Kennedy.
That'll be Kennedy's second. Sixth foul of the half against Payson Seymour.
1:02 remaining, it's 62-41, West Central on top.
Maybe we won't see wholesale changes.
Maybe not. Howard to inbound in the backcourt to Evans. To Cox with a minute to play. Right side, Brown with the basketball. Works it out top to Cox. Cox off the Howard screen will throw it down low to Howard now. Had his man pinned and scores. Howard another two. 64-41 with 40 seconds remaining. Here's Kennedy on a pull-up three. No good. Hildebrand with a long rebound to Kennedy. Drives inside, dishes off to Luce, who lays it up and in for two. 64-43, 25 seconds left. Cox into the front court. Evans finds Moore. Down, tried to hit Howard, and he lost it out of bounds. Turnover on the Cougars is their 11th. 21.1 seconds to play. Kennedy inbounds it to Schwartz for Payson Seymour. He'll bring it into the front court here. Pulls up just inside the arc. It's good. 64-45 with 10 seconds left. West Central doesn't have to score again here. Cox takes it into the front court. Finds Brown, and an upset here in convincing fashion. A 64-45 win for West Central over Payson Seymour. Final stats and analysis your way after this.
Few things compare to Camp Point Central's fans' dedication to the Panthers. The same can be said about Channel and the farmers they serve. You see, unlike other seed companies, they don't have salesmen. With Channel, you get the advantage of a dedicated Channel seedsman, a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your fields. It's their hands-on approach that truly sets them apart. Customized service, expert advice, elite seed management products. Find your Channel seedsman at channel.com or contact local district sales manager Matt Hughes at 217-242-8852.
Your local Pekin Life Insurance agent, Pat Vandevelde and Chris Dorsey of BMP Insurance Agency of Winchester and Pittsfield, has a way to make it easy to stay ahead of rising medical costs while you are retired with a Medicare Supplement Insurance Plan. You will have access to discounts on eye exams, eyeglasses, contact lenses, LASIK correction surgery, hearing aids, hearing exams, and more at no charge. Call your local Pekin Life Insurance Company agency, Pat Vandevelde and Chris Dorsey of BMP Insurance Agency of Winchester and Pittsfield at 217-742-9595. Not connected with or endorsed by the U.S. government or the federal Medicare program. The purpose of this communication is the solicitation of insurance. Respondents will be contacted by a Pekin Life Insurance Company agent.
Dear Western Grain Service is your progressive feed and grain resource for Western Illinois. They offer a full range of feed products for all species and many grain merchandising opportunities with locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Western Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461 or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
Final in this contest, a 64-45 win for the West Central Cougars over the Payson Seymour Indians. West Central moves into the championship game on Thursday night at 7:30 against Triopia. And Payson will play Porta AC at 6 o'clock that same night here at the Winchester Elementary School Gymnasium. Damon Emmerich's got to look at some final stats.
Well, first off, for Pace and Seymour, they were 17 of 51 from the field for 33%, but the big key for the Indians in this one, 4 for 29 from the three-point line. 2 players in double figures for the Indians. Cole Schwartz finishes with 10 points, and Tanner Kennedy led the way with 11. For West Central, they were 26 of 44 from the field for 59%, and also 11 of 14 from the charity stripe. 3 players in double figures for the Cougars. Aaron Brown with 10 points, Cole Howard with 11 points to go along with 11 rebounds, and Gabe Cox led the way in this one for West Central, finishing with 24 points.
They'll take the night off tomorrow here at the Winchester Tourney. Then on Wednesday, Calhoun and Camp Point Central at 5 o'clock. A 6:30 game, Brown County and Carrollton in the Consolation Championship, and then they'll play the 5th and 6th place game. The winner between Calhoun and Camp Point Central will match up against Routt, who beat Western earlier tonight. Then on Thursday, Porta, AC Central, and Payson play at 6. Triopia and West Central play for the championship at 7:30. You can watch it right here on Central Illinois Sports. Listen live on Mixler.com or watch it on YouTube. For David Emmerich and John Hull, I'm Charlie Hull. Thanking you for tuning in. Another Central Illinois Sports presentation.